Why, hello there. It's us. It's Nat19. We're back, and I just commanded my friends to shut up, heard a gasp, and now we're back in the game. Heckin', you don't have to shut up, Braden.
I never will! Except for that moment.
You don't have to. But at your discretion. Hello, people at home. We took the last game of last month off, and we are now back. And we're not going to be taking any games off this month unless something unforeseen happens. So count on a string of, I think, 5 games all in a row. My question for you guys today is, what kind of phone do you have? And what's your favorite thing to do on your phone? Is there a mobile game you like? What do you do on your phone? What that phone do? Huh?
Cookie Run Kingdom!
Cookie Run Kingdom. That's the bar.
Yeah, that's an option. It's an option. It's got this motherfucker in it.
Do you play Fate Grand Order? Not a sponsor. Do you play Bleach Brave Souls? Not a sponsor. Do you play Legends of Westeros Legends? Not a sponsor. Do you play Raid Shadow Legends? Not a sponsor. Let us know in the comments below. Also, let us know if you want to sponsor. What?
In no particular order, TikTok, fanfic, porn. There you go.
Those, you said 2 things.
No. I said in no particular order, TikTok. Oh, that's fair. TikTok, porn, and fanfic. My fanfic is also my porn.
Yeah.
Okay, visual porn and written porn.
Oh, wow. Do you use Milanote? Have you succumbed
depends on the
to
mood, man.
everyone who's sponsored by them?
We didn't mention Honkai Star Rail.
Oh,
The Honkai Star Rail, not a sponsor, but very open. Very open to being sponsored. Also, I guess anything under the Hoyoverse, not a sponsor, but if you want to send some of that Hoyoverse money over here, you go ahead and do that.
God, please.
We had an Alejandro on here at one point. That surely makes us a Honkai fucking Star Rail adjacent sponsor candidate.
Although I think because of the strike, we're not supposed to mention them, but
I think it's just Genshin that's affected. Star Rail's not affected.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know that.
Sick. I don't know. It's very complicated.
Didn't know you couldn't talk about him.
I didn't either.
Well, I mean, we don't want to advertise for him.
We're not advertising for him. We're not sponsored. I've been very clear that we're not sponsored.
We're not sponsored by Alejandro Saab.
God, I'd love to be sponsored by Alejandro Saab.
It just happens to be neat, and I'm literally wearing his sweatpants right now. That wasn't planned. But
you mean his merch, right? You didn't like steal sweatpants when you were in his house, right? Okay.
Nat19, brought to you by Wrench, not a sponsor.
They're from the you can't get them anymore, but the S-tier apparel Sayu collab.
They were so good.
I picked up sweatpants. Yeah, sorry.
Before we devolve into just talking about Ale for a while and inadvertently advertising for Ale, which not a sponsor.
True, but we do love him.
We do.
Alejandro is a struck company, that's for sure.
Yes. He's struck by my fist. He doesn't get better at responding to text.
He's really bad. I love him so
bad at responding
much.
to text.
Holy I mean, I'm a hypocrite because I'm also bad at responding. But god damn it, all.
But yeah. Anyways, D&D. So I'm gonna roll a die, and someone's gonna tell us what happened last time, and then I'm going to re-clarify on top of what they say what happened last time. It's gonna be. Braden, no, what happened last time?
Oh my god.
You got this, Corley.
All right. Okay, it was me. You said Braden, so I can explain it as myself.
I said
so what happened?
Braden, but yes.
So what had happened was, we had just finished having a fantastic dinner with the Lepore family. Laporte?
Laporte Day.
Laporte Day.
You don't have to roll that hard, but yeah.
You gotta right there. You gotta do it.
Laporte Day. We just had a wonderful dinner with Lilia's family, and we went to reconvene with our friends at a nearby tavern. However, our friends were nowhere to be found because they were sneaking in. They did the Bard Knock spell to attempt to get inside the building, and they succeeded. The old it's always gonna be a problem, Logan. I'm sorry, McGraw.
I'm not gonna tell you. You got this. It's whatever your heart decides.
Sure, McTrusty. And they got in, and they had a whole fight, and Ox had to come and get us and be like, "Fly, you fools! They're not fucking here, you dumbasses! Stop drinking!" And so we ran over, and we were reunited as a party, and we had a few conflicts and tussles of sorts. And we had to come to a very serious yet important decision, which was to split the party once more. And leaving Pepper and Desmond to run through the house and figure out how and where to track down our heckin' stinkies. More, what was his stinky name? Oh, everyone hates him. The governor.
Richard Morlane.
Yeah, Richard. We gotta get Richard
Dick.
and find Richard.
Dick Morlane.
While the others went to get backup. And somehow it worked out for everyone. Because we were able to reunite without any casualties, although, man, Desmond was flirting with death consistently. So we finally all reunited and had a huge battle with including the captive, Richard, and the chief of the Undertow coming in and helping us as well. Captain Leude.
And a flesh golem.
Leuna. Yeah, Luda. And a flesh golem that we defeated. And now we are left with the aftermath of Richard conceding and letting us. Putting him under arrest! Keep your hands where we can see them!
So.
Your mirror scrolls.
I'm gonna switch us over to the right. Heckin' kaboom. Switch us over to the right. Alright, screen here real quick. And as I do so, a couple notes. Morlane had several scrolls on him at the end of last game. He had several unused scrolls. I have taken those scrolls and I have put them into the party sheet. I will note, we'll have to go over who can use them. There is 1 scroll of Curse, 1 scroll of Dark Vision, 2 scrolls of Fairy Fire, and 1 scroll of Gust of Wind.
We all rip each other apart for that scroll of Dark Vision. Fuck, dude.
I don't think Lilia will.
You.
You just poke people. There's also been some changes to the Sword Saint since last time we ran a game.
I got buffs.
They did. They can regain
Hell yeah.
points in a short rest. We already went over that they have more. Did we already go over the they have more points thing last time? I think that was also between them. Anyways, they have the more points thing. They regain half rounded up on a short rest, and also some costs were modified and stuff. It's all playtest material. You'll see it in motion. It's stuff.
It'll be fun.
And with that, I want to know. Can you show me? I want to know about these halflings like me. Is there anything you guys want to do immediately coming into this? So Desmond has just been taken up. Desmond gave grim pursuit of Morlane as Morlane continued to flee further and further into the bowels of this estate, into this large war room-esque room that is in the very basement, the 3rd floor down. As you guys entered into it, Morlane briefly tried to avoid, but conceded that he would have to kill Desmond to keep him away. But due to the intervention of those that were there to support him, Desmond survived, and Morlane realized that there was no way out for him, so he dropped his weapon and conceded. As we come in, I would let you know that Leuna would almost immediately, we would open with a shot of Morlane being slammed into the ground and their hands tied behind their back as Leuna apprehends them. I would like to know, though, adjacent to that, what is everybody planning to do? We are out of initiative. You guys are all good to go. Skarn has recovered some focus points, so that he wishes he could have used several seconds ago, but did not have.
I'm alive!
I'm alive.
Is that the prisoner?
No, it's
I can
me.
hear.
Don't worry about it.
Alright.
Sudden boost in
buddy. Oh no.
power.
Also, you'll note the journal tab is back.
Yay!
Hooray!
Lily is just leaning against a wall. I've got 5 HP. I'm at critical.
Yeah, I was like looking
we're
at the
fucked
red
up,
dot,
dude.
and I'm just like, yeah, we should heal you somehow.
Gosh darn.
Scar, we gotta go. Desmond got all messed up. We gotta go over there. Let's go.
Okay.
I mean, I'm looking better than Lillian now.
For the purposes of delineation, you all head down into the basement war room, which is dimly lit. As you guys enter into this room, give me just 1 second, and I will re-explain what you see within. As you guys enter into this room, now given a moment to look at it, this room has a couple of tables, a desk that appears to be set up for the purpose of drawing maps or sketching. It's like the kind of thing that an architect would draw plans on. There's some supplies around the room, a very large open table, a large cabinet rests what looks almost like a wardrobe, but with a metal framing around it, sits on the far side of the room. But the most notable thing that you see when you look around this room are that there are hand-drawn maps and sketches that are drawn, pasted to the walls with connecting lines run across them as though they'd been individually drawn, stuck to the walls, and then drawn on again over, that seem to map out complex paths down into the caves. That those of you that are a part of the BBTA, you can at a glance kind of understand what these are. You would have to spend some time with them and actually like study them properly to understand where they go or how to follow them. But you relatively quickly understand these to be the same sort of sequences and systems that BBTA members use to chart out paths down into the caves. So whoever this was, whoever was using this room, they were mapping an incredibly deep excursion down into the caves. Indeed.
Oh. Is there a chance I can purvey the room, looking specifically for
Survey.
anything? Survey,
That's the
thank
one.
you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Purvey is when a pervert does it.
Yes,
I've
that's
heard-
accurate and true.
Yep.
Can I look for like any arcane symbols or things like that sticking out?
Why don't you go ahead
things that
and do me
look
2
like-
rolls real quick. First of all, roll me investigation.
I will.
See if you get better than a 6.
Can you get better than a 6? Will you
Do it.
roll the way that you're meant to roll, or will your dice continue to hinder you?
Oh! What?
Wow! Yes.
Harry was 6!
That's a 6 into a 7.
All right.
So no, you cannot roll better than a 6, evidently.
Nope.
Give me another chain.
Roll me now.
Chain.
Roll me now. Arcana with disadvantage.
Oh, ouch.
Get another 6. Fucking do
Oof,
it.
ouch.
Get 2 more
Shut
6s.
up!
Oh,
I dropped a 20. Fuck.
Are you happy now, Carrie?
But what was your total?
19.
A dirty 19.
Okay.
A dirty 19.
So, arcane symbol-wise, you don't find anything that is explicitly magical in nature. But you do, as you follow along on these maps, most of which you don't fully understand because the way these are written is
fuck
not
no.
immediately evident to you.
Yarp.
Boom.
This is all gobbledygook to me, but
As you look on them, you do, however, note that there is some writing that is kind of similar to notation that you remember from when you were being taught how to decipher certain arcane occurrences. Specifically, you were taught that those that come from where you came from, they have certain maps that are used to denote what are effectively ley lines in Somnus Domina work. They are used to
yes.
talk about the natural flow of magical energy, both natural and arcane, through the world, and describe how dangerous it can be or how useful it can be. And you notice that notation, which I will note to you, you would be aware is relatively exclusive to where you were taught. Right. That notation is being used to describe particularly dangerous areas very deep underground. Specifically, you see symbols that you recognize as talking about corruption and how there's like knots in the ley lines that all converge in a certain area. And with a brief glimpse at the map, with your rudimentary understanding of how these things work, though you would not know how to follow these maps on your own, you can tell that there's basically an area where the ley lines get all tied up and knotted and become unpredictable. That also seems to coincide with the destination area, where all these maps lead to an area where it stops being a map and it becomes more of a, and then we figure it out from here. Like, it leads to an area underground.
Like
and
the unknown.
Yeah, they figured out where something they're looking for is, but not specifically, so they have maps leading to where they need to go to start searching for it. And that's a place where it looks like the ley lines and natural magical currents under Somnus Domina, what others might call the itomantic web, they get tied up and confused and irregular, as if something were twisting or mutating them.
Okay. Can I pull out my cartography tools and start just taking notes by that section of the wall?
Yeah, sure. You can
Is it
start like
kinda-
copying these down and whatnot.
Yeah.
I would say, given enough time, you could just make a copy of these. So
Yeah,
everyone else, you
'cause I have
see. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry. Oh, I think because of my guild merchant trait, I'm able to copy that stuff down a little bit more specifically. But besides the point, I don't remember.
You have the what was it? The guild membership.
Guild merchant. Background.
I don't think that one applies directly to this one, but it regardless.
Yeah.
You're,
Anyway, I'm
you
taking
have
notes.
proficiency
I'm
with
just muttering
cartographer's
in a
tools,
corner.
so you can copy
Yeah.
down like these maps and symbols pretty easily. The rest of you notice Pepper sort of breaks off from the group and is just wandering the sides of the room following these maps for what would probably take a good 10 to 15 minutes, ultimately, because there's a lot to study here. And then you note that they come to a particularly colorful section of the maps, and they seem to pull out paper and begin copying them down. During this time, before everyone chooses what to do, Morlane will be kicking up a fuss as our hands are tied behind their back with rope. As they continue to try to appeal to Leuna, they keep letting out just like, "You don't understand what you're doing! Catching me does nothing! The town is in danger, you're in danger, and there's nothing that can be done to stop it!" To which Leuna seems to be completely quiet and is simply apprehending them. At one point, they take a piece of cloth out, wrap it around them, and put it in his mouth as he's like, "There's nothing to do."
Interesting. You don't think we should have paid attention to that, or?
He'll be interrogated afterwards.
Okay, afterwards.
Well,
It seems like we're kind of on a time limit here.
I'm going to
Agreed.
take him back to one of the Undertow HQs. I'm going to inform Dendron of what happened, and then the Undertow can do what they need to. I've only been back for a very short amount of time. And apparently there's someone that looks like me running around. My trustworthiness in this is somewhat compromised. I want my commanding officer to be the one that does the interrogation.
Interesting.
I mean, I don't want to speak for everybody, but like, can we come with you wherever you're taking him? You said you're taking him back to the Undertow headquarters, right? Can we come with you?
Absolutely, you can.
Okay.
In fact, I would prefer that Desmond come with me at least. I'll
Yeah,
be taking
I can
them
do
back.
that.
I'll be taking them back to the downtown HQ. If the Undertow has been compromised, if there are those within it that are working with Morlane, then we want to make as many people within the Undertow aware of what's happening as possible so they can all keep tabs on this. If this goes as far up as Dendron, then there's nothing that the authorities here could do anyways, so I'm going to default to trusting in Dendron's judgment.
Agreed.
As for all of this, they turn and they regard the maps. Can I leave it to you BBTA members to try to make sense of this? Once we can, I'm going to send some other people over here to collect notes and information, and the man upstairs, the one that is in those cells. Would you all mind keeping tabs on things here until we get people over here to do that? I have a feeling that both McTraw and the man upstairs both need medical attention.
Okay.
Lilia, Aaron, you guys okay?
Yes, if
Yeah,
any
I
of you
think I
need help
can-
as well, then
You take care of that.
Ichi.
little shaky single, like animated, just shaky thumb from Lilia from off screen. Just
She's so fucked up.
I'm just staring down. I'm just like, jeez.
Jesus Christ.
All right. Desmond, they reach down, they pick up Richard, and they just hoist the halfling over their shoulder. You're with me then. Is anybody else coming with me?
I'm coming with you.
Okay. They look over towards Pepper. Their eyes seem to linger on them for a second in what seems to be confusion. Not massive confusion, just they note that Pepper's sort of lost in their own world at this stage. And then they turn away from them and they head upstairs, assuming that
Pepper! Pepper, what are you doing?
Huh?
Are you staying here? You're coming with us. What are you doing?
Trying to figure out what type of ink this is.
So staying here?
Yeah.
Okay. There you go.
Alright.
That's all you had to do. You just had to ask. Why are you looking at her all funny?
Alrighty. Leona will head up. Desmond, I presume you go with them. Lori, I presume you go with them. I am going to remove you guys from the map. So you guys will be gone for a while. They're taking them to the downtown HQ, which means from here you probably got about a half an hour travel up to there. All the while, Morlane is just kind of kicking on Leona's shoulders like...
You just put them in your pocket.
just
Animal Crossing pocket
put
noise.
them in a backpack. Instantly silent. Fucking- they take up a 2x6 square slot in the inventory.
Incredible.
So, those of you that remained, that being Lilia, Skarn, and Pepper, what do?
Do you what do?
You think if I stumble my way to the church,
I'm just
to the
like,
temple, and
yeah,
like pass out on the
Can we
floor?
go there? I'll just take you where you need to go to get
No.
not dead.
Yeah.
No. If
Y'all go on
if I,
ahead.
no, but Skarn, just imagine it. Just you're
No, I got
you're
this.
that God. What's his name? The hot elf man. What's his name?
So,
Sa'un. Okay. Just imagine you're Sa'un and you're just like, I don't know, like what do people do in a temple? You're like tending the candles.
Yeah.
And she's just like peeling herself off the wall.
Yeah.
And just, you're tending to the candles and you're
Got
trying
you.
to remember what mantra you're supposed to be doing or whatever priests do.
Got it.
And then suddenly the temples burst open. And inside you see a girl just inches away from death, and she looks you in the eye, even though the pews and the distance between are just so long and everlasting. And she says, "It's you." And then, and then she falls to the floor.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
wow.
just gonna, if you want this to work out, I'll take you to the door. You can open it yourself. I'll just sure, let's go.
You're my
All
best
right.
friend.
Garn helping the hustle. All
It's
right.
like, hey, it's all good. We're here.
You're my best
can-
friend.
I lift
I
Lily
know.
onto my shoulder. Yeah.
All right. Y'all take care. I'll handle
You
this
good?
on
You
my
sure about
own.
that? I mean, like, I don't. This one's bleeding out. I don't know if it's a good idea.
Yeah, go interrogate Mr. Hawk McGee. I wish you
Okay.
luck.
I mean, like, you can take care of yourself. Yeah, it's fine.
Oh.
Bye.
Yeah, we take.
Do they leave?
It seems they do.
Oh,
I go through everything.
So,
God.
all right. So we're gonna do two things. So you're just searching everything in the room that's humanly possible.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I'm taking my time, top to bottom.
As you guys are leaving, before we handle Pepper's search, as you head back up into the prison area, the smell of old meat once again wafting in from the meat cellar.
Oh no! Not the Schmeat smell. Oh.
Yep. As you guys walk into there, you do note sitting in the dark. Well.
Oh yeah, bad guy.
In the illumination of the torch. With the man with the iron helmet who is sitting inside of the cell, still leaning back, tapping his helmet against the stoneback wall, you see a familiar small white cat sitting in front of the prison wall, the prison gate.
Hey, Pepper! Your weird cat is here.
That weird cat again.
Yo, Mom! It's a weird fucking cat! You're
Send
weird.
him down. We got
Your
shit.
weird fucking cat is back.
Hey, Pepper, there's a weird fucking cat outside.
Send him down. I'm in
It's gonna do something to Lilia.
I think he's gonna. He's running up on me.
Get your fucking cat.
I poke my head up. If you keep, I mean, Pepper comes up.
You poke your head
Like
up the
being
stairwell,
cold.
and you see what looks to be Oxalia is just sitting, looking at the cell, and looks over towards everyone, and everyone yelling about the weird fucking cat, and you're just like, you just see this cat let out the largest.
Hey, yo, did that cat just fucking talk? Because Skarn hadn't seen this cat talk yet, I'm
Yeah.
assuming.
Oh, Skarn, he hasn't even started
No.
yet.
Alright, okay, we're cool. That's fine. Alright. Should I,
Yes.
leave?
You guys head out. Walk past the weird fucking cat.
You're fucking cat.
Just what Oxalia is now, the weird fucking cat.
Here for it, bitch.
I love
Hey,
it.
you did this. You did this. You've had your chance to be normal.
So they take off. Oxalia doesn't look like they're
cat.
doing anything particular. They seem like they're just trying to make sense of the prisoner that's in front of them, who has this sensory deprivation helmet on their head. Assuming,
Honestly,
yeah,
that's normal cat behavior.
yep. It lets out a normal cat meow that echoes and reverberates off the walls. As you guys head out, you head towards the surface. It's going to take you guys about like 10 to 20-ish minutes to get to the temple. Pepper,
Okay.
what do you? You
Yeah.
said you were searching, and then you saw Oxalia. What are you doing? Let
Yeah.
me know what you're doing.
Ox, you're gonna want to see this.
Oh, God.
We found something of dire importance.
You can go downstairs and make sure. I'm gonna search that room. I honestly kind of forgot about this feller. I should probably at least get that dang helmet off his head if I can help it.
I wouldn't try
to
do that without some kind of exterior assistance.
Oh, well, okay.
I've seen these helmets before.
Yeah?
Concerningly so.
What type of helmets are they?
They were a sort of equipment that was built a long time ago by the Academy. But they
Fuckers.
deemed them, how to say this? Not cruel per se. They were deemed to be a less than elegant solution to, the trepidatious nature of mages. They're not used anymore. How they got one of them here, I'm not entirely certain.
So this is the type of helmet that, like, limits magical abilities and stuff?
Not
that what you're trying to tell
not
me?
exactly, no. Makes you,
So what...
prevents you from being able to hear clearly, as well as impairs your ability, obviously, to see. They're difficult to get off, and if it's being used correctly, which it looks like it is, It will also be diminishing the intelligence and mental faculties of whomever happens to be wearing it. To which you just see the person that's in there, they shift, they start tapping their head against the other wall, just being like...
Alright. Oh boy. That guy's more cooked than a hard-boiled egg.
It befuddles the mind, suppresses the thoughts, and they're very difficult to get off. If not removed either by those capable of disenchantment or using the keys that would have been provided for it, the person wearing it would remain this way indefinitely.
So what? We need like a cleric or something?
It would
Or
probably
like
take
a
somebody
wizard?
from the academy or someone from back home to come here and remove it.
Well, it's interesting you bring that up, because I think they got someone from the college.
Oh. And you were holding out on me?
You led with
Show
this
me.
great information about the freaking helmet!
Show me! The fate of this man means nothing compared to the possible compromisation of our institution! They stand on their kitty tippy toes.
Oh my god. I will never get used to you doing that, Oxy. You were just the cutest. I know we're supposed to keep professional appearances, but god, you were a cutie patootie.
And they wander, they run past you and downstairs.
Oh, right, alright, I follow.
They jump up on the table in the center of the room.
Sir! And I like point at the section where the tangle all connects. And the symbols have been written.
That's strange. There's notation.
So,
It's not as if
Yes.
other institutions do not have the means to write things in this manner, but the strangely
But why would they
specific way they're
know?
writing it does imply that, yes, it looks like whomever wrote these may have also trained in the same place that you did.
hell's they doing here? Supposed to be my mission.
It is undeniable at this point that this has something to do with the irregular flow that we were sent here to investigate.
Right, especially with how they're mapping things out. And right here at the conjunction of all of this automantic energy, that's where the circle is? Ox, that cannot be just a happenstance, you know what I'm saying?
It's paramount that you investigate this.
That's the plan. It seems like that's where this group's following. But it seems like I'm gathering more and more suspicion each
However-
day. That captain was looking at me all funny.
If they have somebody that comes from our institution here, it may be time for me to contact those back home and to find out if this place has any kind of history. With us, I mean.
If you could, that'd be mighty helpful.
I shall do just that. I'll return upward tonight and begin preparations for contacting somebody. In the meantime, keep up the good work.
Yes, sir.
And they are going to jump off the table. They seem to eyeball the symbols and whatnot for a moment, then they jump off and they head upstairs. And do something with this man. For whatever reason, they've decided that his mind should remain blank. It may be of great importance that we find out what he knows. Goodbye.
Oh, God. All right. Bye. Remember to lock. All right. He's going to remember to lock the door. He'll be fine.
He is a cat.
All right. Yep. That's fair. He's got to get his kitty things.
Do you say you were searching the rest of the room too?
Yeah, I'm gonna turn around and be like, Richard, you got some splaining to do. All right, time to
All right.
figure it out. And
So-
I'm gonna turn this room basically up on its
When
head.
you get to the wardrobe, the larger than average wardrobe, you find that it appears to be locked. However, it is only made of wood.
Yeah, Eldritch Blast. Shit.
Okay.
No one. Yeah, I'm fucking blowing this door up.
Roll me an attack roll.
I will. And I'm standing far enough away to get it. Oh my god!
So the good news is
11, but I rolled a 6.
it's
Go
true
away,
you did.
sixes. Go away.
Wow, they like you.
Why can't I get higher numbers to like me?
The devil's in
Okay.
your dice.
So the good news
Right.
is it's made of wood and has no
It's a
dexterity
fucking
modifier.
door. Yeah.
So as you
I'm gonna keep.
roll me
that.
damage.
I will, and I'll probably keep shooting until the door's open.
As you blast it with a wave of force energy, the hinge where the lock would be breaks pretty immediately. You just blow the handle off. As you do, the wardrobe creaks open, and what you see inside is there appears to be a single, effectively like just the torso section of a mannequin that has a set of leather armor that is placed upon it that looks like it was just being kept safe and clean. It looks like it's been given more attention than everything else here. It is a set of leather armor that appears to have these large, sickly green, like stripes across it. They almost look moist, but as you see it, there's no actual residue or anything on them.
Really?
It appears to be some kind of special, ornate, studded leather armor.
Okay, do I see any, idolic symbols or anything like that? Anything to symbolize? Okay, cool. Studded armor. I have studded armor, don't I? Well, I think that's what I'm wearing right now, is... Okay, I mean, I'll
you are
take it off the
currently
mannequin.
wearing. You are currently wearing. Where's your
Yeah,
stuff?
studded armor. Or studded leather.
Yeah, you're wearing
Sorry.
studded leather. This is effectively what you're wearing. Yes, except it seems to have some other kind of property going on.
Okay.
You also note that the studs and clasps that are on it appear to have been carved from bleached bone that has been carved into the shape of like buttons
whoa.
and such.
Does it seem like human bones or like little critter bones?
Just bones. And they've been carved down and whittled away from their original form, so it's pretty difficult to tell what they came from.
Alright, I take it off the mannequin and I just kind of fold it up, roll it in like my bed mat and tie it up.
Okay.
Alright. Phone buttons. Sorry, I'm taking notes today.
How dare you?
I know. Did we account for the who's getting what on the scrolls? Were those left here?
Nobody said anything about them.
Okay. Can I just kind of thumb through them and see if Pepper recognizes any of these scrolls? Or can I also go through like the books in the room? Because I think you said there's a book. Like I'm going through all the
book?
paper
There's no
stuff,
books.
like even the.
The papers are almost all
Okay.
just the maps and such.
Ow, that's fine. I roll up the carpet that's on the floor. I put that in a corner.
Roll me if you want. Roll me an Arcana check.
Sure. That's worse! That's a 5 plus 2 and 8!
Wow.
Okay, so... Okay, sorry, 6. 6, I'm sorry whatever I said to you, baby girl.
Come back, 6.
Come back,
Come
please.
back.
I need you, baby.
Right now that you gotta do some smelting.
I think I got some smelting to do.
The kiln's on. I just want you to know I did turn it on.
Oh,
Because
it's
Justice
nice
got
and
this going already.
toasty.
Nice and
Oh my
toasty.
God.
Flames.
Oh, the...
Oh my God.
Lots of sevens. Okay. Okay,
1, 2,
so...
3, 4, 5,
Yeah.
6, 7 ones.
Keep in
Okay,
mind,
I've
those are your new dice.
Oh God!
Yeah. So, I just imagine the rolling up of the carpet taking so long on account of how small Pepper is. to the carpet size.
You
that
actually
extends
have to
in the
like go
room.
from one corner to the other
I
and
have,
throw it into the middle.
I have dropped the armor into your inventories, by the by.
Cool. Would I be able to take, like, if I give up on the carpet, like, could I take the time to identify the armor?
Oh, if you want to spend like an hour investigating it, then I mean, you could attune to it, and that would certainly. You get the sense it's magical. You could just immediately attune to it, and that would tell you what it does.
Sure. Sure. Not like it's gonna make me make a wisdom saving throw and throw me into the fire.
So
what's the worst that could happen?
you throw it on. You take off your own studded leather armor. You throw this on. And as you do, and as you focus on attuning to the magic within it and trying to understand it, this armor that is initially too large for you begins to shift and change to fit the size of your body, as you know magical items often will. It takes on a shape that is similar to what you're used to armor-wise. Is comfortable for you, but is not exactly the same as your armor was. This is studded leather armor of necrotic resistance.
Oh!
So
Lucky.
while you are attuned to it, you are resistant to necrotic damage. And you have it
That
on.
doesn't mean that I'm... That doesn't mean I'm gonna keep it. Alright. I like look in a mirror, I do the little, ooh, turn around.
As far as
Shake my butt a
this
little.
taking the carpet thing goes, is that a thing that you were trying to do?
I would have attempted it.
That carpet?
I thought that was what the
if
8 was, the Arcana was
No,
for.
the Arcana was to see if you could tell what the armor was for.
Oh.
If the carpet is many, many, many times larger than you rolled up. It is a
It's
huge
too
carpet.
big.
It is a massive carpet. It is a like a 30-foot long carpet. If you were to roll it up, it's too much. It's just too
I
much,
give up.
man.
I kicked the carpet a little. Stupid
A
freaking
little bit of
carpet.
dust.
All right. Ow. Is there anything else I can look through and rifle through in this room?
Pretty much just the wardrobe and the maps. It looks like the room is being laid bare and used mostly for amassing their notes and such.
All right. And I'll probably head upstairs, and I mean, I'm kind of continuing this sweep of anything that has a lid, anything that could be turned over. I'm like, what's that?
So as you continue
nothing.
to
What's
move
that?
things, you find there's not a lot else. Oh, actually, so how far is this search of yours extending?
Like, I'm going up the stairs through the... Like, it's everything, as I'm traveling
leaving the
around.
guy behind. Gotcha.
Damn.
Once you
I
get
probably
back to
will-
the library, roll me an investigation
yeah.
check.
Okay. I do intend to come back and interrogate him. So if I feel like I'm wasting my time, or if I feel like either Thariq or someone else is going to show up, just like, I'm taking a long time. This might get me in trouble. I might bail, but if not, investigation, you say?
Yep.
Okay. Listen, Dice, you're so handsome. You're so sexy. Oh, you Dice, you make me want a hot dog real bad.
real bad.
16!
As you head back up, let me just get to a part of my notes. As you head back up into the library area, there's one bookcase that you guys had not really looked into. You wander over to it. You begin searching it, and
Is this where Desmond and I were looking through the books before?
yes,
Or
it's where
somewhere else?
it's where
Okay.
I've moved you to on the map.
Oh, fabulous. Okay. I was just right. I was doing lines so that I could see my notes more. It's besides the point. Brain
We're
sparkles.
doing lines like of
Continue.
cocaine?
Okay, so
No!
I'm gonna.
I'm telling you.
As you continue to search, the only thing of note that you find in there, among all of the old books and such, is you find a very strange-looking old lockbox.
Ooh.
And the description of this is going to take me a second, and I have a visual reference.
Yeah.
So you find a lockbox. It is not small, but not huge. It's like the size of a jewelry box, and on the top of it, on the top and two sides of it, there are 3 dials. Each of these dials is a circular set of 4 rings each, all nested into each other. And each of these...
Circular set of...
Let me get through the full explanation, then
Yeah.
I'll have a visual reference for you. Each of these 3 dials, one on the top, one on each side, or one on 2 of the sides, is a nested set of 4 rings that look like they can be rotated. And each of these rings has 12 little notches on them, each of which has the symbol of one of the eidolons.
Oh.
They all have small little arrows pointing inward. And then on the very inside of each of these 3 sets of rings, one of them has what looks like a moon, one has a sun, and one has a setting sun. And each has 4 counters pointed outward. And this is a crude look at what they look like.
Ooh, oh my
Oh.
god.
It's crude. It's bad. It's the best.
It's not bad, it's just a lot of information.
I mean, just
Yeah.
ignore the symbols. Just each of the ring has the exact same symbols on them.
Someone left us a little puzzle to play with.
Hey, yo.
Hey.
See Pepper looking around to see if anyone caught them biting their tongue.
Yeah.
I'm going to drop the puzzle box into your inventory.
Oh my god. Okay. So it's definitely a puzzle box. Like if Pepper put it up to their ear and started rotating some of these dials around willy-nilly, you would hear like. clicking.
You would hear the sound of some mechanism turning as you turn it. Yeah.
Got not new friends. Interesting. And out of curiosity, do I see this symbol of the symbol that I saw on the charms that the baddies were running around with? Those
No,
little
these
badges?
are like on the box.
Yeah.
No.
Cool.
Now the only symbols that you see on it are those of the eidolons, which, for Justice's edification, are the 12 major deities of the setting.
Thank you.
Gotcha, bitch.
That helps me too. Alright, I'll put that in my bag. I'm like, golly, I'm just finding all these goodies. Alright. No more self-rewarding. And I'll, at this point, loop back and come back to where the prisoner is.
Walk back to them. As they seem to hear the sound of footsteps coming towards them, they rouse from having at one point stopped tapping their head against the wall. They shift as if they are looking for the source of the footsteps coming towards them, despite the fact that they definitely can't see. And they look around, they raise one of their arms, and you hear the rattling of chains as they have these chains with manacles, which again, you see there's manacles on both of their wrists, and you also see there is an iron ring with a chain around their neck. And underneath them, as they shift, in the flickering torchlight dimly illuminating this area, you see that under each of these 3 metal bands that they have on them, there are burn marks as if those metal rings were heated up at some point and scarred their
Ooh.
skin.
Golly, you've been through the ringer, huh?
Are they dead? Have you done whatever it is you need to do? Have you come back for more writing? I'm afraid I'm still all written out. Sorry.
That's alright.
I've already
You
published
remember
all
who
of
you
my
are?
best work. Nothing lays ahead for me. No bestsellers to be had from this man, I'm afraid.
I'll run dry.
All
Oh,
right,
come on. I'm sure you got a couple of stories.
That's a new voice. That's a tiny voice. Are you
Yeah,
tiny?
my name's Pepper. I sure am.
Pepper.
How you doing? Besides the pay, oh right. I
Well-
understand that might be a complicated question for you right now.
I suppose if I was to think hard about how I am, kill me? Kill me. Kill me. Will I feel better If I died? No.
Probably not. I hate to break it to you. No killing today. We even took that motherfucker who was hurting you into custody.
Oh, that makes sense.
I mean, if you can give us information that he can, might give us more of an excuse to kill him. I'm trying to make sense of all of this. Now, I know that bucket on your head makes things a bit difficult, but if there's anything you can tell me, I think that would make things much more helpful and much easier to get this all wrapped up and you back on the street.
If you would be so kind as to give me back my book and my eyes.
Your book?
My book that you took. You took my book. Give me back my book.
When you say you, do you mean like the royal you is like y'all outside of the bucket, or like I took your book, I
took my
peppered it?
book. Took it away.
All right. You is in the royal you. What's this book look like? Tin Can?
Pages.
Oh man, your brain's just soup all up in there.
Soup book. Soup.
Okay. Do I need eye contact for this spell?
I don't know.
I don't think so. Pepper's gonna try to help. Here, let me try to help and clear your mind, sir. Just focus on the sound of my voice, and you tell me if anything floats on by, and you tell me any important information. And when she says, "You tell me any important information," the words thicken on her lips as heckin' charm person. Oh, do I have any spells left? I don't have any spells. Damn, I can't.
Shit.
I can't do anything right now.
So, like in Braden, like I guess a quick way to know if you needed eye contact is if the thing says like a creature that can see you, would be like the wording of it,
Yes.
I guess. And I don't think
That's
Charmed
very
Person
true.
says that. So yeah.
That you can see within your range. If
That
I can see
you
them,
can
I can.
see,
Okay.
you can see them, yeah.
Well, okay. I can't really do what I was planning to do because I'm all tapped out for magic. I mean, would a short rest have occurred in the time that I'm investigating? I know I'm not resting. I'm out of short rest.
Yeah, you're out
too,
of short
anyway.
rest.
Damn!
Fuck, dude.
Damn!
We're so fucked.
You just
And
hear the
he's just
metallic
hanging-
reverberation of just that. Just
Yeah. Oh. Damn. I have so many questions I gotta ask you, but I guess this gives me a bit more time to figure them out.
I have a question that I'd like to ask you.
Sure, shoot, Tin Can. What's on your mind besides the bucket? You said you had a question for me?
No.
Uh-oh. Did he? Oh, golly. That's really not good. Instantly forgetting things he says? Hold on. Pepper writes that down on her fucking... Just written in her notebook. Tin Can Man. Tin Can Man. Very forgetful. Just has magic bucket on head. Forgets questions.
I know that you think that you're the one in a position of power here, but the fact of the matter is that in fact, if you think about it, you're the one in the prison. And I'm the one
All right,
interrogating.
sugar. Oh yeah, you're...
And you're about to be surprised.
And he reaches over as if to grab something and makes a throwing motion at the cell gate. But there's nothing there, and he grabs nothing.
Such a sad display. I'm sure with that damn bucket off your head, you could probably actually surprise me. What did you do? I just did Leona say anything about like what they're gonna do with this guy? Are they going to
Give him medical
come
attention.
Right.
That's about it.
Okay. Give him medical attention. There's no way they're gonna be able to get that damn thing off his head either. Is there any... you know what? Okay, I know this will take time, but I'm gonna go upstairs to where the bedroom was that we got the key and the paper. I'm gonna strip the bed and just come back and feed like a comforter and pillows through. Be like, it ain't much, but at least you'll have something to put that tin can head on. Pushing a pillow through. I gave.
Seems to just wobble back and forth, completely unresponsive.
I mean, I don't think there's anything I can do to alleviate his state, and it sounds like the Undertow's going to be back here to apprehend him or take care of him. I don't want to just leave him. But Pepper wants to keep investigating, so... I mean, after a while of not being able to get any information out of him, / making him as comfortable as she thinks is possible, she's gonna turn to the rest of the house and kinda sigh and be like, well, there's always more work. And start rummaging through the rest of the house to see if we missed anything.
Given the scope of the activity of rummaging through the rest of the house, you don't find anything immediately eye-catching. You do find another room upstairs that was on the way to the room where that ritual, the worship site was set up. You do find another room that looks like a trophy room where when you enter into it, there appear to be various creature heads mounted on the wall, monstrosities that old McTraw might have encountered back in his adventuring days. And there's also some more very plain basic maps and what looks like fragments of his journals that have been pulled out and strewn across various tables. It just looks like a secondary study site dedicated specifically to his old research. But looking through it, it doesn't seem to tell you much that you don't already know.
Right. And there's nothing to... I couldn't look over that. I mean, Ox kind of gave me good detail in the sense that there's nothing I can do to handle that bucket on the head situation.
If there's a thing that you wanted to try, you'd have to tell me what it is. You know what you've been told.
Yeah, that's a very fair point. Pepper's gonna listen to that. I think for right now, she hasn't had any terrible ideas just yet on how to pry that off his head. I mean, with all of that taken care of, she'd probably try to reunite with the group that detained Richard.
Then you'd be heading back to downtown.
As you head up and you leave, you would note around this time Undertow members appear to be filing into the area. You see some approaching from afar, and you see with them an individual that you had not encountered before who seems to be wearing a uniform that sets him apart from the rest of the group. Not in any kind of like regal way, but you see a dragonkin, what looks to be a silver dragonkin, walking head over shoulders above the other members as they appear to be walking with them towards the facility, towards the McTraw estate.
Before I would have left, I would have changed out of the armor, the necrotic armor. And I would make a point of trying to not get caught up in the Undertow.
Alright.
Stitch. I can even take a way to avoid them. I just don't want to be seen
it's
hanging around.
Wide and it's night. You can absolutely get around them with little difficulty.
I feel that for cops.
Fuck 'em.
specifically, Braden, you see.
Yeah. Let me see this feller.
I did.
It's loading for me. Oh! Oh my god. I do not want to be caught with that motherfucker. Yep, I'm scrambling. I'm skirting. I'm hogging the shadows.
What the
no.
fuck?
No, thank you. I'm good. You look far too serious for me.
Huh.
No thanks. I choose life. Ah, into the darkness.
Into the darkness.
Choose life into the darkness. Okay. Like, sure.
So, going just based off what would happen next, those heading to the temple.
Yay.
You guys make your way over and toward the pit where the Karagash's sanctuary is. It's pretty much entirely dedicated to it. As you head in that direction, you enter into a large pit that mostly has some minor residences and such around the entrance, ringing around the outside of the pit. And then there is a large central elevated plateau in this pit that has various roads leading up to it. At the top of this, you see the large, ornate, very old building that is Karagash's sanctuary, one of the largest buildings that is in Gilligan's pit. This ancient area has this pale, ethereal glow coming from above it, as it seems like the moon root and such that glows and carries the light of the sun and the moon. It glows more strongly here with specifically moonlight, giving this place this almost the impression as if light was shining down through the surface of water, and as if this place was below, like a large pond. As you guys approach it, this large facility with a large circular heckin' thing on top, I'm going to find, just for the sake of getting it, you guys see, where are you? Stop double-clicking things, keyboard. Where are you? You see an emblem in various places, simplified in some and others, a circular emblem that resembles a full moon set inside what looks to be a crescent moon shape, with a set of eyes on top of it. What you guys know of Chan Karagash and this temple is that it is a place to shelter those who are lost in the night. Chan Karagash as a deity is one who is known to be a protector of the night sky and the night hours, specifically one who is thought to stave off things that might threaten those in the dark of night. That is the emblem that you see around, laid bare on the temple.
The eyes are shaped like banoonies.
Yeah, I was like, why are these? What's with the anime eyes?
As you approach it, the outside of the temple is a large open concept area. There's like pillars holding up a ceiling that runs around the outside of it. So as you approach, you would see temple knights, individuals who are not necessarily affiliated with the religion, but were hired to protect the temple grounds. You see temple knights bearing some of the regalia and the clothes of the clergy of Chan Karagash. Do you want to just try to contact like the first person you see, or are you heading right in to try to find one of the people who manages the temple? What are you doing?
Well, considering that I'm kind of being held by Stern.
Yeah, I'm just. Where do you want to go?
Move in.
All right. Opens the doors.
Let me grab a thing.
Mm-hmm.
So you move forward and you open up the doors, given the time of day. As you open up a large set of stone and silver double doors that leads to the inner sanctum of this temple, you open up to a large area, a large open communal area where there are various people, various residents of the town who are here. You guys would know that every night at 10 p.m., which we have just passed, there is communion that is put on here for people to come and to eat and to find shelter if they need it, and it lasts until the next morning. As you arrive, you see there is a priest of the temple who is speaking from scripture, They're speaking about Chankaragosh and the stillness of the night, the protective embrace of the darkness of the night. As you enter, you're not paid much attention to at first, and then people slowly stop and they turn towards you, noting that there's the Skarn, very large person, very not usually here person, carrying a very hurt Lilia. The people who've come here to join in communion turn and then seem to excuse themselves. However, the priest who was speaking to you, they stop. They close a book. You would probably know them. This temple's pretty well known here. You would know them to be... Grab my information. This is Melio. Melio is a male halfling who is taking care of it. They close a book, and this silver-haired halfling rushes over to you, their cloak pulling across the ground as they do, their blue and pink robes pulling across the ground as they rush towards you. My goodness, are you all right? What's happened?
I'll be fine, but she needs help.
Sanctuary.
Slowly lowers Lilia. Just do not break any more bones.
Break more delicate little bunny bones.
I will absolutely. One moment. They point off towards one of the temple knights who is guarding the area. Which is just because I have art for the temple knights, so I'm gonna share it just because I have it. Temple knights. They are effectively religious mercenaries. Boop-a-doop-boo.
Hey, we're religious goons. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, we work for the gods, for the gods.
Yep. They're an organization that offers their services in protecting the whatever temples will take them, and they adhere to the tenets and whatnot of them. You see these individuals all carrying a blade at their side. They have a firearm. They're all dressed fairly eloquently. Their clothes would be similar to this, except with
all be bad bitches. Damn.
Yep. Except there is more light blue and pink among the armor of those that are held here. This is just like standard temple knight attire. The Emilio looks over towards one of them on the side, looks towards a male temple knight, just like, quickly, I need you to go fetch Linnell. We may need to give medical assistance. And then they're like, would you mind if I did a quick inspection of your friend to see how dire their situation is?
Yeah, no, you're doing fine.
Okay, they look you over unless you object.
Yeah, she lets them.
You don't seem to be, you're not well. But your life doesn't seem to be in any immediate danger. What happened to you?
Looks at Skarn. We didn't think we'd get this far, did we?
No, we didn't.
When we went to the temple, we didn't consider that we'd go to the temple.
That's crazy.
Didn't think I'd have to explain myself.
Brutal vagabonds. Causing trouble in the pits.
Yeah, we were attacked, for lack of a better term. Is there anything we can do to help her immediately? We already have the undertow involved.
Well, if you're seeking medical assistance or for Bishop Linnell to use divine magic to try to aid you, there will be a cost associated.
God damn it. All right.
But I'm poor. What the fuck?
I think the
What's
divine
the
intervention.
damage?
Otherwise,
Go ahead. Sorry. I think the divine intervention can wait until we are at our last legs.
Oh my goodness.
Lily's
now,
like,
I
I
think-
got insurance. I can't do this, man.
Oh wait. I gotta stick to the plastic.
I right now seek sanctuary, not only for the aid of my wounds, but also to bask in the light of her blessing.
Absolutely. You can, of course you can stay here. And don't speak this way. They take your hand. You'll be fine,
Yes,
I
bitch.
promise. Whatever has done this to you seems to have injured not only your body, but your spirit, but your heart remains strong. And for that reason, we will absolutely protect you. We will make sure that you recover back to full health.
Just looks at Skarn.
Like,
Quick, bring her here. Come with me. and they head off into past around a wall and deeper into the temple.
Okay.
As they rush, they pass through a
Lifted it.
central open area, where as they head outside, there's effectively an indoor garden that has moonroot that is wrapping down and seems to be built into the temple itself, giving light to this this very pink and bluish expanse of flowers and greenery that exists inside the temple. They take you through this central area and into another section where they eventually take you to a private room where they take out what effectively is a large comforter, and they spread it across a large bed that appears to be built into the room itself. And set her here, and be gentle.
He
Okay.
doesn't.
Yeah, I do that. Yeah. No.
Linnell will
Yes,
be here
Warren,
soon.
be gentle.
And they will do what is best for you. You're lucky you came when you did. Linnell just finished their meditation for the night. They will be able to, and they stop as they hear footsteps coming from the way that you guys just went. I believe that is them now. I will. Is there anything that you need? Anything at all? Well, you're being tended to. I can fetch it. I can get you whatever you desire, within reason.
Just fucking line eventually.
Within reason. Asterisk.
There is an acquaintance of mine. I had heard that sometimes he seeks refuge here by the name of Sa'un.
Lily always playing that game. Let's go.
Scarn rolls his eyes. Oh, here we go.
Nobody ever comes here looking for Sa'un.
He is an acquaintance of my father.
Yeah, really.
I
hope it's not too much trouble to ask for.
No. I will fetch Sa'un. I believe that he only recently returned from the caves. Absolutely.
I will, and they turn, and you see the doorway that you just came through. There is another figure that steps through. They look to be a human figure. They have very, very curly, wisping pink hair that falls down their shoulders, pretty piercing green eyes. They're dressed in the clothing that of a Moonraiser, one of the higher-ups, effectively like a paladin cleric of Chan Karagosh. You know them to be the one that runs the temple here. They step in, before them a large staff that they carry, this crescent scythe that is fashioned in a very ornamental way, clangs on the ground in front of them as they enter into the room, as you guys see this individual, who you know to be Linnell.
Ooh.
Hey, yo, what it do, fam?
Steps out, looks into the room. If they wish to be brought Sa'un, then go fetch them. I'm sure that he'll be happy to have company. To which Emilio nods, scrambles out, takes off. Stay strong! Chan Karagosh's blessing is with you here, as they disappear down the hall. No harm shall come to you here so long as you remain strong of heart.
Incredible.
Plops. Just plops on the bed.
Bleh. You did great, Skarn.
Yeah, dap.
Fuck yeah, dude.
From a quick observation, I can see that your life is not in any immediate danger. And forgive me my presumptuousness, but I also recognize you to be a member of the BBTA, so I presume that your injuries may have something to do with your employment.
It is likely, yes.
Why does the BBTA come here for medical assistance and not to one of their own?
You're in the neighborhood. It was kind of necessary. She's not dead, but like needs help.
Convenience of location, and maybe slightly fearful of my mother's wrath.
Yeah, no, that one's actually very fearful.
I can understand that. Wishing not to worry others with one's injuries is respectable.
It's not the worry.
She'll kill me if I come home looking like this after I said, "No, Mom, no more work for me today."
They wander over They pull out a wicker chair that is present within the room, and they move it over, and they sit beside you to get on the same effective eye line with you. It is the policy here that if someone's life is not in immediate danger, that we can only perform acts of Chan Karagosh's will, her magic, if there is some kind of tribute paid. Is it your desire to have us perform such acts to restore you to health? If so, I should have you know, they are not cheap.
I wouldn't want to impede on the generosity that the church charges us for.
Wow.
Unfortunately, I'm the only one here that is capable of the magic given to us by Chan Karagosh, and I'm only capable of doing so much of it. We place a value on such miracles.
Oh, of course. Yeah, huh?
How much we gotta pay?
They would generally outline that they can, at a glance, they can cast up to 3rd level spells. They can cast Cure Wounds and Lesser Restoration. Those are the most relevant ones. And I would have you know that for casting either of those at any... They can cast those at the level they cast them at. It would cost 25 gold for a 1st level one, 50 gold for 2nd level, and 150 for 3rd.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I'm looking at this man's art and I'm internally screaming.
What?
Logan knows why I'm internally screaming.
Ooh, okay. Okay, alright, okay.
It's a good day to be Anna.
Well, the internal is becoming external. Let's go.
Skarn's over here watching
there's
Lilia
other
vibrate,
reasons.
and I'm
He's
just
beautiful,
like,
and there's another reason.
Skarn's just like, what are you? All right.
What's happening? Like, just like,
No, Lilia's fine. Lilia's fine. I'm not.
oh, sure, yeah.
Of course, anything else we could provide you, food, physical treatment, that would come courtesy of the church. I don't get the sense that you're necessarily hurting for the kind of treatment that would require money, though, are you?
No.
There is a faint smile, not condescending, but amused smile when they say that. As they seem to be very much onto that you're after something, and they're just sort of trying to head it off to be like, right. Injured.
No, I'm again. Look, these injuries are real. They're totally real.
No, we
It's
went through hell.
Oh yes, I believe that.
Yeah, no,
It's just right now it is convenient that I need medical attention, and this is the place where I can also get what I need.
I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Tell
He's
me,
just really nice enough
you
to go
are
with my
a-
bullshit.
you are a friend of Sa'un, it seems.
Acquaintance.
Well, yeah, I guess acquaintance is a better word. But he told me something, and being, well, I don't know how well you know Sa'un, but I'm guessing that in his own Sa'un way, he didn't really give much information as I hoped he would. And as I went and delved further into whatever lead he did give me, I'm left at a roadblock, and I need to ask him for more.
Roll me a persuasion check.
I'm telling the truth!
Oh,
Yeah, that's why it's
I
not
know
a
he's
deception
pretty.
check.
I know.
He's pretty, but it's not about that!
It's 16.
uh-huh.
Look, if I knew the church was full of these men, all these pretty men, I would be a devout nun here too.
Fuck yeah, bitch, let's go.
Amen.
Maybe they lean towards
No,
bunny
there are
girls
many
here.
men.
The whole bunny goddess, bunny girl. Come on, it's instant in.
They take the staff, the scythe, effectively, that they have. They raise it up and they clang it on the ground. As they do, it lets out a resonant sound and seems to straighten itself in the air. They take their hand off of it, and it remains with this vibrating note echoing from it very briefly. As they put their hands together, They put their palms, they invert one of their hands. They turn it upside down, they press their palms together, and then they reach over and they put their hand on you, onto your hand very gently. And as they do, they are going to cast a little bit of magic. As Lilia, you regain 17 points.
Oh.
Ooh, okay.
If you are indeed a friend of So'un, and he has so few that come to see him, in fact, you may be the first, then consider this particular instance to be, by the grace of our goddess, of our protector of the night. I wouldn't want you to be feeling ill when you come to visit your friend, after all. However, if you ever require this service again, then the church would happily accept any donation in service to our Mother of the Night.
Yeah, of course, right, Scar?
Huh? Sure.
Yeah, we're both in.
Wait.
You could wait for So'un to come to you here, but would you rather be taken to where he likes to be?
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, that works. Can I just ask out of curiosity, just because something, now that I've actually, you're, this close to me, I have to ask a question. Do you have a sibling?
Do I have a sibling?
Uh-huh. Do you have a sibling?
No.
Okay, never mind then. Forget I asked anything. It was just delirium from the WoW. It's been a day. That's all. I just needed to ask that question.
Have I reminded you of somebody?
A little bit. Something it's like something just like a prod in my head, like a weird jostle of memory. So I had to ask, because I don't think you're the person I'm thinking of, but... As
the bishop of this chapter of the Order of the Moon, I have the great, I'm given a great deal of leniency and the great honor of attending many major celebratory events here within Gilligan's Pit. It's possible you may have simply seen me before.
Yeah. Maybe just saw you once, just didn't know who you were, and just kind of maybe weird coincidences. Just nothing to worry about. It's fine.
They stand. Given that I have given you enough health to restore 3 regular individuals of your stature, I assume that you're good to walk.
That just looks at her feet, just curls and uncurls her toes, and I'm like,
yeah, probably.
Then come with me. I will take you to So'un.
Alrighty. Just put him out of bed.
Ooh.
They walk around the circular circumference of the interior of this temple, passing once again around the edge of that internal garden at the center of it. As they do, due to the strength of the moon root that is here, there is a soft moonlight-esque effect, as if just beads of moonlight were piercing in through windows that you pass by, giving this place a quaint, quiet, relaxing feeling as you move. They eventually come to a large set of, well, not large, but a set of stone double doors, which Melio is outside of as they are raising their hand. They appear to be closing them as you guys come close, and they turn, and there's
they said that they would be by shortly. Did something change? Did these people wish to come to see So'un directly?
To which Linnell nods. Yes, they are evidently feeling more on their feet than they thought they were.
By her blessing, I'm sure.
Melio turns. They head back out towards the front where communion is being held. Linnell raises their hand towards the doors. Given that there was no objection, I presume that you are free to enter as you will. I will return to my duties. If you need anything else from me, or from our moon rabbit, then feel free to seek me out.
Thank you. Again, thank you. We will try not to impede too much on the temple's generosity. You that is a promise.
We moon gazers are here at your service. No thanks is necessary. And he takes a step away and then he turns back, just kind of without looking, just sort of. Though again, if magical services are required, tribute is welcome. And then continues
Donation
walking.
and service.
Magic's expensive, y'all.
This is the youngest restroom, are they? I
Dan
got you the
Fenris
bathroom.
really do be handing out these
I
for
got you
free.
the bathroom, Logan.
As you're about to head in, man, fucking times fly today. I'd say let's take a quick break.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Wow, man, I didn't realize that almost an hour and a half had already gone by. Wow.
Yeah, having too much fun.
We zooming.
As we zoom it.
Zooming. It's all good. Me and Aaron get to have our AC on. We're having a great time. Cooling down, baby.
Desmond and Lawrence will be quieter in game during the summer months, for no particular reason.
No reason whatsoever.
I will also seize this chance. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get myself some water.
Heck yeah. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. We'll be right back. Come on.
Hi, chat. You guys are cuties. How are y'all doing? Forget now I can actually look at chat. Hi. Hi, chat. Oh my goodness. Pepper's not a cutie. Pepper's Pepper. Obviously.
I refer to my
Welcome.
previous emojis.
Pepper getting the zoomies.
Awful quiet over here. How long we not been talking?
A while.
Oh. Did you know we're streaming?
Yeah, but I'm taking my sips. I'm taking my break.
Hey everybody
I
out
don't
there, it's me.
Hi.
I'd like to restate my previous question. What was it? What kind of phone
Oh,
do
what
you
phone?
use?
Yeah.
And what's your favorite
what-
thing to
what-
do on it?
Yeah, what's your favorite thing to do? Do you use Milanote? Because I've started doing that. It's a fun app. We're not sponsored by them. Y'all should
Not sponsored.
Milanote, get on that. We're right here. IJS.
iPhone, gaming, cool. If anyone says something as specific as gaming, or as general as gaming, I don't know, what do you do that, what specifically? Like, do you have
What's
a game?
gaming?
Do you
Yeah,
game you
what
like to play?
game?
This is mostly for people at home in the comments. Say whatever you want in the chat, but those at home who are commenting, if you got to this point, what game do you play? What financial app do you use? What company do you invest in? Do you use Moo? Who knows?
Huh. Yeah, chat, we're an iPhone house.
We do have a lot of iPhones.
I think our entire house is iPhones.
Yeah. I'm also
I don't know if
iPhone.
Jeff is.
Nice. I think Jeff is.
Is he?
I think.
One of us. One
One
of
of
us.
us. I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Everybody
I know
who has
Spence is a
Spotify, go on
filthy
Spotify
Android
right
user.
now and post in the comments your #1 most listened to song. I'll start.
Dude. Go on.
I'm gonna. Where do I even find that? Where do I
Mine
find
changes. I found one that I'm listening to right now because it's for sure a Lori song, and it's called "A Boys Will Be Bugs."
it? Boys will be boys.
I love that song.
It's such a Lori song.
Me.
Yeah, I'm a big boy now, and I'm very scary. Like fucking, it's
How do
such a
you-
fucking Lori
I
vibe.
punch the wall, go at it night, and I do karate.
karate.
How do you find your most listened to stuff?
They won't tell you till Spotify Wrapped.
Oh no!
Yeah. Let me see. I've
There's
got my
probably
Pepper
a way to
playlist.
do it before that. I
I've
just
got
don't
my-
know how.
I think the song
View
in
your
my
personal
Pepper
Spotify
playlist.
statistics.
Hmm.
You have to log in to a site called Stats for Spotify.
Okay.
I don't know.
I want to do this now. I'm worried. The amount that the Bridgerton fucking OST is gonna be all over mine. I'm so worried. My Spotify Wrap's gonna absolutely drag me.
Yeah. So we see you got into Bridgerton this year.
This year, please. It's a whole lot of Pitbull happening on your Spotify, Carrie.
Oh my god, you and I both carry.
Go to your profile by tapping.
This is right.
Okay, hold on. Let's give this a try. Hold on.
Kind of want to see
So-
him in concert.
A little
For
bit.
funny ha-has.
It's called Spotify Stats, you said, Logan?
Yeah, but give me 1 sec.
Okay.
Oh. I needed to go to the bathroom so badly. I ate so much popcorn yesterday.
Popcorn!
Popcorn is good because it's so loaded in fiber, but then it's like when my body's like, okay, now you gotta really go. It's gotta it's gotta. Because we went to watch the new Deadpool movie that
It's
came
so
out.
good!
It's so fun.
Okay. I found
It's very
I found
fun.
it. So if go onto Spotify on your desktop, click your icon on the top right hand corner of it'll be in the rightish side of the screen. Click profile, and then you'll see top tracks this month.
Found mine, yeah.
Oh, mine
mine-
did.
The last 4 weeks, yeah.
Of
Mine
course.
is Party Like It's 1920 by the Swing Hoppers.
Nice.
Wow.
Mine is Wet Dream by Wet Leg. Like you said.
Great.
Mine is Joyride by Kesha.
Hell yeah, bitch.
Because of course it is.
Of course it is.
It tells me my top 4. So, and you know what? This is a pretty good spread of my personality. So, Party Like It's 1920 by the Swing Hoppers. The Mario Cliche by Bear Ghost, which is a good
Nice.
song. Growing Older But Not Up by Jimmy Buffett. And then The
Nice.
Greatest Show from
Fuck
Hugh Jackman
yeah,
and
bitch.
The Greatest
Fuck
Showman.
yeah.
Hmm.
I'm looking at the last 6 months, and again, the last 6 months, it's Wet Dream, And then it's fucking Dynamite, but the Bridgerton version
Is
of
there?
Dynamite.
Can you switch
By
it?
BTS.
Is that on? Can you
Yeah.
switch it on Spotify to be the like last 6
I mean,
months?
I'm just on like the website
Oh,
and I've
no,
logged
I'm
in.
not
Yeah, and
gonna.
you can just go between last 4 weeks, last 6 weeks.
Oh,
or
you're
last
Wow.
6
a
months.
rewind?
This is
And
We're not
last
talking about a
12
rewind.
months.
We went on a thing. We just found our like
Stats,
top
yeah.
tracks this month.
interesting.
Weirdly,
Although this
my
month
most
did just start, so
That's
do these
true.
really?
Yeah, I guess.
My most
Mine
listened
Top tracks
recent
yesterday.
one is the finale, which is wild. That's crazy.
I feel like a crazy person
Yeah.
because it goes. Wow.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm so excited.
It goes "Love Like This" by Faith Evans,
Okay.
Nice.
"Supernatural" by New Jeans,
Fuck yeah! Oh my god.
"Not Like Us" by Kendrick, "Nasty" by Tanashi.
Oh shit. Hell yeah.
Wow.
And honestly, they all bang.
They do.
Like
Fuck yeah, bitch.
they all great.
Hell yeah.
And then Schwalabami. Yeah, I really.
For,
So
like
I'm just
for
gonna
further
take a
fun
screenshot and
context,
put it in
I
chat.
found my 2023 top songs just because it's a definitive. "Love from the Other Side" by Fall Out Boy was my number one. Cool. "Follow" from Survive Said the Prophet. "Chosetsu Dynamic" from Kazuya Yoshi. That's a Dragon Ball song. And then the song from the end of Steins Gate Zero. With that, anyways, the point is, everybody, go tell us what yours are in the comments
Yeah.
and such.
We're nosy. I will go through and look.
But I think we
and
can jump
listen
back
to
into game.
songs. Yeah!
I'm taking screenshots of like my top 10.
I don't know why.
very
I'm
important.
I'm still looking at the thumbnail of Saun, and I'm thinking of that TikTok of the woman where she's driving and she's yelling, "Why is he so hot?
Unrespectful! Braden, I feel
I
like
just
you're gonna
imagine-
vibe with my like fucking top 10 the last 6 months once I can putting in
All
culture.
right, so we're gonna
Yeah.
heck it.
Yeah.
We're gonna get back into game.
Yeah.
Switching back into game.
You want me not
change.
using Spotify?
And no,
I use YouTube playlists.
Oh.
so does Mac. It's so upsetting.
I use them all.
Mac doesn't use any technology in a way that makes sense.
They all have
I
different
know.
different things that they have for.
So, you enter into the chamber where you've been told to find Soun?
Yep.
All right. As you push these large stone doors open, they make a large creaking sound as they don't scrape along the floor, but the hinges that keep these ancient doors secured buckle under the weight of them. It opens up into a large room, circular in nature, that looks to be like some sort of meditation room. There are these circular segmented benches that appear to be visible. The edges of the room are lined with rows of flowers that are getting light from what appears to be a large pool of water, a large still pool of water in the center of the room. There's effectively a artificial little pond in this room that has moonroot seemingly underneath glass at the bottom of it that is producing light upward. And you see in this room, standing off on the side of it, not carrying the weapons that you previously saw them carrying, you see the individual that you know to be Soun standing, radiantly illuminated by the light being produced by this pool. As they look over towards you, they are on the other side of this pool, and in the heavy reverb of this stone chamber, you hear, "I had a feeling that you'd come to me."
Wording.
And I was thinking, oh my god, that's hot. That's fucking hot. And here we're gonna be grown ups. Here we go.
There's just the look around at the atmosphere, and in her head, her fucking fantasy dream girl heart, she's just like, oh my god, I could never have done imagine this.
The tension.
Well then.
Speak with your words. You got this. I don't think she thought she would get this far, man.
It's
I'll
awfully
be
late
honest,
to be
I-
seeking me out, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, at least
Isn't
you know
it?
it's not. Well, at least you know it's not for any nefarious purpose, as I have brought Skarn.
What the fuck? What does that mean?
It's just, why would I do anything possibly unbecoming of my standing and myself if I brought a witness?
I would not have imagined that you meant me any kind of harm or disservice, even if you'd come on your own.
I would never.
So, what brings you here, and in the state that you two appear to be in?
I was literally worse 5 minutes ago, but to get to the point, I inquired more about what you told me about in the pits.
You spoke to your parents.
Yes. And they don't know a goddamn thing about what you're talking about.
A defeated smile. Their relatively blank expression is hard to track, but you see a knowing but defeated smile, one that seems to look like they feel let down, but predictably so by that information. Yes, I would have imagined that they couldn't tell you anything.
Then why tell me to ask them?
Because it was important that you know that they couldn't.
What?
He purposefully sent me on a goose chase, Scarn.
Ah, I see.
He knew that they weren't gonna know. So it all connects. You see how he expected me to be here? It's because he knew that if I asked, I wasn't gonna get the answer, and that means it means he wanted me to be here from the start. This is like the start of every cheese.
Their eyes just shifting.
No, I feel that.
Hell yeah.
I expected that you'd come seek me out again, yes. If I were in your position, I can't imagine that I wouldn't.
Okay. So, now that I'm here, just as you predicted, are you gonna... Why do you want me here? What was all of that for?
I can't say that I wanted you here. Here.
He killed her.
Let me put it this way. And I know that it might seem like I'm talking around what you're asking, but allow me to put it this way. They open their mouth, and then there is this dull sensation of time passing, and then there is silence, as if they had simply said nothing.
That's not what's supposed to happen with words.
Come again?
I can't say that it would matter if I did.
I don't think you can even say it.
Is that how it seems?
I mean, from my perspective.
Yeah, you opened your mouth and then nothing.
Do you find yourself to be living a happy, fulfilled life here?
That's what I tell people.
Hey, might as well.
Do you have any goals or dreams?
Oh, tons. I could yammer on for hours, but I didn't come here so that you could hear me talk. It's supposed to be the other way around. But now apparently I can't.
They start walking around the circumference of the artificial pond. The sandals, the wooden sandals they're wearing, clacking on the stone floor as they do. Tell me, both of you.
Yep.
Have you ever imagined leaving this place?
Oh, tons.
There is a
all the time.
There's a great big bold world out there, and there's so much to be found inside of it. So I can only imagine that people with such youthful energy, people that explore, those who join the BBTA in particular, I've noticed, they always seem to be people who are filled with a sense of wanderlust. You want to be somewhere else. And yet, that energy is turned downward Those who seem like they would love to escape, and they would love to explore and see the world, end up instead wandering the caves here. Have you ever stopped to wonder why that might be?
A little bit.
And have you ever wondered, if you want to leave, why haven't you? The people.
I mean, don't we both have families? Like,
That's the case for most people. Life here in Gilligan's Pit is pleasant. People have such soft, fond memories.
yeah, it's a nice town.
It's true. This place is so devoid of tragedy.
I don't like the way you said that.
That warm feeling that one gets from being home. Of spending time with their family. Of familiarity. It's addictive. Why wouldn't somebody want to be here? Those who come to stay here find themselves ingratiated with the locals. Families that are raised here are tight-knit. They're happy. Nothing ever seems to take from anybody in Gilligan's Pit. So of course, why leave?
Never really thought of it that way. But what's your point?
I came here a long time looking for something. I realized that I didn't have the skills to find it myself. And when the locals also eagerly tried to help me get to it, Lilia, you ended up being hurt. The expedition that we went on that you were a part of, it almost claimed your life. And it took something from you that, well...
Took something? I didn't lose anything.
They give the same resigned smile again.
I'm sure I didn't lose it. If anything, I gained something. If anything, everybody thought I lost my mind, but I didn't lose anything. What are you talking about?
They take a breath and they open their mouth to speak. And then the passage of time again, as there seems to be a deep silence.
You did that thing again. With the thing where you can't say words with.
Did I?
And I don't. Oh no.
After that
I don't like
expedition, there were those among your group who were willing to go again. And your father, he assured me that despite everything that happened, it wouldn't be worth the tragedy that befell him if we didn't get to where I needed to go. But I didn't want to take anything else from your family. So after you were lost and then we found you, I opted to end the mission. I don't have the ability to explore the caves, not like all of you. So I gave up on finding what I came here to find. Only some of my words seem to reach you people.
Why is that?
I'm guessing you can't explain that.
But could it be a curse or like a hex or just something?
Some
something
might
wrong
think
with
it's a
us?
blessing. Do you intend... How to put this? That young girl that you had with you, the one who was clearly from outside of the town. Do you intend to keep exploring with her?
I mean, that's what she wants to do.
Yeah, I would assume so.
If Pepper wants to be here and wants to explore the undertow and everything, then
I believe
what,
that they
can't
are
she?
here. I believe that they are here to find something similar to what I had come here to find. I think they're searching for the latch temples. They just don't know it yet. I know that the way that I speak infuriates you.
Latch temples, new proper noun. All right, got it.
I have learned to speak about certain things in a way that allows others to retain the information. If you'll indulge me, I think there's something that you should know if you intend to keep exploring with your friend.
Okay.
The latch temples. You may learn more about them from other people. But they are temples that use the underground flow of water to spread a protective influence through the land here. They filter and carry away something insidious, and they bury it underground. I came here seeking something related to that. I have somebody that I work for who took an interest in such things. Specifically, though, when I found that the flow of energy and those protective seals that the latch temples represent was being contorted, I was sent to find something that... You see them stop. You feel the dull passage of time again, and then they kind of recognize that. I'll rephrase. What I was seeking was like a parasite that had infested those temples. Something that uses the water in a spiritual sense to spread its influence. I didn't come here to find the parasite initially, but in my search for the currents that are below this land, I became aware of it. All I know of it is that the power that it holds flows up from the temples using the waters. And I lack the skill to go deep enough into the earth to find them. In my attempts to do so, others, and they look to Lilia, have suffered. So I've resigned myself to waiting until some new definition or new events take things in a direction I can take advantage of. So, if you explore them, keep in mind, there is an insidious shadow that hangs over those ancient sites. One that would not...
Oh, sorry, you keep going, keep going.
Go ahead.
No, just why do you keep saying it like that?
I think that's part of the whatever.
No,
Her?
not the weird thing where like we can't hear him speak. Just
Okay,
whenever he
yeah.
refers to me, he just seems so hurt.
Yeah, no,
and
I've been,
lost, like I did
he's
something
really
bad,
been doing
and
that,
it's
and
like,
I don't get that one either.
Do you want to come home for dinner? Like, do you want
Like,
dinner?
yeah, it's like, what's up,
You
man?
can come. You can if you're lonely, you can come over. Like, if you seem so remorseful, you're gonna do something to make it up to me or something.
Holy shit.
You make it seem like it's all your fault. I'm fine.
After things had happened, for a time, I kept tabs on your family, and I developed a relationship with them. But as time went on, as they forgot, they remembered, and my presence seemed to just... It seemed to evoke feelings of remorse in them that they couldn't describe. I would not do that to your family. Besides, I'm used to it. Long before I ever came here, I had to cope with being someone that tragedy followed. At least here, I'm investigating it. and not dragging it with me.
Huh.
I would decline an invite to come see your family. But I appreciate that you would offer. I wish them well.
Hand on shoulder. Pat, pat, bunny girl. Pat, pat.
Your life
don't
in the
get it.
pit is pleasant. I wouldn't sabotage that. Not partially.
I just don't get it. I don't feel like I lost something.
You know something we don't know.
I know that it's presumptuous of me to ask anything of you, but if you do end up following the path that I believe that you're on, and if you do end up finding any of these latch temples, I would appreciate knowing what you find. I don't believe that what I came to find, I don't think that it's in all of them. I didn't manage to find any of them. I believe that the parasite that has affected this place, I believe it's only tied to one. But I wouldn't put others in danger to keep trying to find it. So if you happen to stumble upon it or find information, I would be very pleased to know more.
Okay.
But you don't owe me anything, so please don't feel obligated.
No, I understand that. Gotcha. There's so many proper nouns coming from you. Wow, okay, I had to write all that down in my brain.
Pretty sure I only said Latch Temple.
He only said lock temples.
That's
Couldn't
too
hit it.
many.
D&D
He said
be
it
like,
5 times.
It's not really just the proper noun, it's everything that surrounds it.
I don't think anybody else would know anything about those latch temples.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. I mean, other than going back to Pepper and figuring that out, because apparently Pepper knows something, being an out-of-towner. Apparently
No,
we all
I think
don't
her
know
weird
things.
cat knows something.
Yeah, I'm really about this weird cat.
It's the weird cat.
This weird cat keeps... No, sound, check this shit out. This weird-ass cat. This weird-ass cat just keeps showing up out of nowhere. And then out of nowhere has this deep-ass meow. Man sounds like me going, yo. Like, what is that? I'm
He's
sorry.
right.
I'm sorry. It's freaking me out. I've been through a lot tonight, all right?
We have.
I believe you.
He believes us, Scarn.
Yeah, I bet he does.
No, I think he does. I think, if anything, despite the fact that he literally can't tell us the key component of what we came here for, and he is still being a little bit dodgy, I'm going to put my full trust in Sa'un because I think I don't really actually have another option.
That's unwise.
No, but you're already so remorseful for the pain and loss that you have caused me. You wouldn't want me to go through any more, would you?
I wouldn't.
Big eyes.
I want...
Lowers ears to look so
I
pitiful.
want to cause as little suffering as humanly possible.
Yeah. So you wouldn't do anything to break my trust.
That's true.
Then it should be fine. Then my trust is not misplaced, because you would never give me a reason to misplace my trust in you.
That's effectively
You know
true.
what?
been a long day.
You know what? And you can have that mentality, my friend.
Come on, I place all my trust in Skarn, and he hasn't let me down yet.
Yeah, I will. Trust me.
Nah, you won't. You've been doing so good.
Uh-huh. Placing responsibility.
I could get food if you want food.
Oh yeah, we should probably figure out what's going on. Should you feel like going back to Pepper? I don't know if Pepper's still over there.
No, she's got a weird cat. She'll be fine.
Yeah, she's got the weird cat.
I should find this weird cat.
Besides, we also came here for sanctuary, which means that I'm not going home tonight.
Okay.
Are you also staying?
Might as well, be down for any kind of refreshments. I probably need to feed myself.
Besides, the Knights Templar and the head priest said that you're just aching for company.
Oh, Linnell said that, did he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He said, oh wow, no one ever visits Sa'un. He should really get some more company more often. I'm sure he would really appreciate it.
How nice of Linnell.
You don't think he was lying to me, do you?
I don't think that he was lying to you, no. I think that he meant that.
Shakes head.
Will we have wine here?
Why?
Do you want me to get you some of that?
Yeah, that might be cool.
All right.
Might be chill.
Then consider yourselves to be my guests.
Wonderful.
I
knew you didn't have the heart in yourself. I know you didn't have the heart to kick me out, Sa'un.
can't. It's not my house. As he walks past you, walks back towards the area where communion is being held. I'll be back.
Great. Hey, look at that. Wine and dine.
Just elbows. Elbows scarred.
You have the most weird shooting the shot moments. And somehow, I don't know if this counts as working.
I'm gonna take it as a compliment coming from the guy with a bow.
You're right.
Hey. Besides, I feel like the longer I linger around to becoming as unbearingly annoying as possible, something's about to break. Whether it's me, him, or that weird curse on him.
Yeah, the more we hang around, the more information we're getting out.
Something's gonna slip. That curse is gonna slip.
I don't think it will. Do you think we should, or I don't think reconvene is a thing that's possible, at least tonight, but...
Well, Pepper knows where we're at, so if they need to reconvene and they're looking for us, they know exactly where to go.
Well, there you go, all right.
Sorry I dragged you into this, though.
Nah, you're all good. I'm also partially dying.
I
should have got that figured out.
I was planning on going on my own, but I mean, you saw how pathetic I was, and at the end
Yeah,
of the
you
day,
couldn't walk.
At the end of the day, a witness is very useful. Last time I saw something and tried to tell everybody about it, I'm like, oh, Lilia, you're so crazy. There's no flower field at the bottom of the pit. It's gotta be there somewhere, though. Oh, pouring yourself one already?
I'm back with wine.
Hey, calm down. Hey.
They return with several silver cups, which they set down on the. Oh my goodness! They set down on the edge of the.
Gong were rung.
Drinks were had. As he sets several silver cups on the edge of the pond, and takes a silver pitcher and pours wine into them. They're very kind to me here.
Yeah, I mean, they supply you with free wine on the house.
It's like, wait a minute. These guys came at us asking immediately for money when seeing a dying bunny girl.
They'll mostly allow
Yeah.
people to have this as part of communion here, but they allow me to take quite a bit of it. Mind you, I try not to impose.
I mean, you don't want to be being housed for free. I guess that's part of the course.
I do my best to take after myself here, and to help without getting in the way as best I can.
So what do you do to help?
I help to clean, and whenever people are injured or they need more hands, I lend them. There's also certain arts, certain spiritual arts I'm relatively proficient in. Times where people have been infested with diseases or curses that are beyond the scope of the physical. I've got something of an eye for being able to see those things and help to fix them.
Oh, do you?
Is it due to your training from the other lands you've been to? Where did you come from anyway?
You wouldn't have heard
No,
of
you
it.
can't just ask people. No, you can't just ask people where they came from.
I was about to say, you can't
As
just
you,
ask people where
you
they're
can
from.
probably tell from my attire, I'm from Cahulas. But given that this land doesn't take well to their ancient enemy nation, I try not to spread that around.
I mean, you could always just say you were a runaway from, like, weird regimes and stuff, and they'd be like, oh, poor baby.
In a sense, I am.
Yeah, there you go.
Refugee moment.
Refugee.
It could be said that I have nowhere that I belong to. But I've been here for 10 years, so I wouldn't insult this temple by claiming that I didn't find this place to be a suitable home.
That's pretty good.
I mean, it is really nice. Like, holy
Yeah,
crap, I didn't know it had all this mood lighting. Just,
Pretty dope place.
like, holy moly. Can you get these wholesale?
No, I don't think they can. I think these are
No.
bespoke, made by themselves. I think they did this themselves.
This temple?
Looks so good. Yeah.
This temple is older than your town.
Oh.
Oh, you guys keep this place up pretty well. It looks really nice.
You know what? At the end of the day, when you really think about it, every civilization starts with two major buildings, the church and the bar.
What?
Yeah. There's a lot of structures
Well-
that are like this one in the underground here. In ancient times, it's related to the latch temples. A lot of different organizations came together to try to construct things here. To my understanding, there was also an underground civilization here at one point that was lost track of. Many of the ruins that you would find underground are remnants of it. This temple was one of the ones that was found near the surface, and it's actually from this particular pit that your town expanded out from.
The oldest pit.
This town was effectively founded by the moon gazers that follow Chan Karagosh. Although now their role in it is not quite so absolute. So, if you could leave this town, where would you go?
Honestly, I just want to check out what the rest of the world has. I've been stuck down here for my entire life. And I truly do mean stuck. Do you see how low these ceilings are for a guy like me? Jeez.
It's true, there's not many Goliaths around here.
There aren't.
Any.
In fact, from what I've seen, I can't say that I've seen your family.
No, you definitely have.
Oh?
You've seen the Capijados?
I presume you're adopted.
Yeah. Left here by my parents, of which I do not know.
So,
Well, that was ominous.
If you don't mind me asking, what happened to your original parents?
No idea.
Looking at you, I would guess one was a Goliath and the other was a dark elf.
That's about as much as I know. But other than that, I was told they were patrons of my family's inn, and I was left there after a long time of them just living at the inn.
In a basket.
In a basket.
In a big basket. It's
Scarn.
pretty big.
Roll me insight.
Okay. Where's my buttons? Sorry, I was yapping.
Yap stream, am I right?
Yeah, I know, right?
I love a good yap stream.
It's a good time.
Oh!
Yes!
Welcome.
Yes! Yes!
Boy.
Nat19.
Nat19.
What'd you get, Scarn?
I got a 19 and go to a 21.
There it is. You notice as you're saying this, the foreigner's eyes, So'un's eyes, he's paying attention to you, but you see that as you talk, and specifically as you talk about like how you were found, they seem to look past you, is what you initially feel, but you see that their eyes are drifting to like the space between your shoulders and your head on both sides, as their eyes seem to be just kind of moving around, looking across your torso, and seemingly past you as you speak. And then every time you bring up like a new subject, their eyes snap back to generally meet yours.
Hi, dude. Whoa. Am I over there?
Huh?
What are you looking at?
Huh?
What do you mean?
You seem to be, I mean, like, I get it, like, but you just seemed a little bit out of it. Everything good?
Something got your mind?
I see things.
See things. Like, what kind? I mean, like, I know you're attuned to the spirits, I assume, is what you're, or attuned to something.
There's
What
more.
do you see then?
There's more to people than what you can plainly see. There's more to a person than their body or their soul. And I've always had the gift of being able to see a bit more about people. I guess, how could I explain this? You have a certain aura to you. And it can tell me a lot about people.
Oh.
Is it like those people that claim they can see the color of people's souls?
That is a thing that I can do.
The color's mine.
But it's difficult. It's not like an aura, and it's not like it's visible. But people carry things with them. In more senses than they realize. And we don't always realize what's clung to us.
Ooh. Can it be like regrets or a malevolent spirit or a wish unconsciously with deep within our hearts?
Yeah.
Oh, I have a knack for this.
You know, something does come to mind. I haven't really been telling anybody about this, but I've had this weird feeling. I literally don't know what it is. It's some sharp pinging in my chest. I don't know. It randomly happened right after we started this investigation, this last investigation into the pits. It was on our first day. It was the first night. You remember when I woke you up? Or at least, well, you don't. You were asleep, Lilia.
What do you mean when you woke me up? I woke you up.
Yeah,
Oh, wait.
you were out. But I tried. I failed to wake everyone up after this happened, and
Oh, that one.
yeah.
It's coming back now.
But randomly, I wouldn't say randomly, I've been feeling it. And the last time I felt it was in the old McTraw estate. I said it right?
Yeah.
Yeah. With
Sick.
a T. Yeah.
Got it. Great. Good.
Would you have any insight with your fancy sea things magic?
Well, it's not magic, but
Oh.
it's just a thing that I have to deal with. But well, the answer is, and I'm sorry that everything that I say is a disappointment. There probably is an answer to what you're asking. But as things currently are, you're too tangled up for me to give it to you.
Ah, yes.
You can't hear what you're unwilling to listen to.
I'm listening to you right now. What do you mean?
I'm not the one that you need to listen to.
Huh?
Oh, is this like your way of saying he needs to listen to his heart?
That's basically it, in a sense.
God, Skarn, me and Sa'un, we're on the same vibe.
Yeah, buddy. Okay, listen to. I have no idea how to do that.
You can't.
Damn it.
You can't just do it on demand, Skarn.
None of you
Listening
can.
to your heart. Oh. I was about to go into this whole spiel about what it takes to listen to your heart, and then you're like, you can't do it either. What?
Sorry. If you... No, go ahead. Please don't let me deflate with you. I just more mean to say that no matter how hard you try, this is something about yourself that you are currently incapable of knowing. I'm not saying that I know what it is. I just can tell that you don't and can't.
I like
Because
your
you're so
words,
tangled
Magic
up.
Man.
I wish I could be more direct, but if I try to tell you that you taste wine. As they're talking, you become aware that you are drinking wine. And then realize that the cup is like raised to your
What the
face.
What happened?
So
Whoa.
I can't.
Okay, you gotta stop doing that. It's creeping me out, man.
I'm not doing anything.
What do you mean? Lilia, you did that too, right? You just came back.
Do you want to see something truly interesting?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Hit me with the interesting.
So they open their mouth to speak. And then we're going to cut away from you guys. Because when you snap to awareness, it is going to be the two of you waking up the following morning.
Oh, damn. I like this weird power.
He's cool.
It's more fun to just play with it narratively. I don't know, it's just funny.
If I make it funny, I won't be scared.
Oh no, I that's just normal.
So, I'm sorry that I've had you guys waiting just in the fucking wings all game, but
All good.
Desmond, Lawrence, and Leona, we're going to cut back a little bit in time because they're cutting forward in time. We're going to cut back a little bit to you guys as you guys are heading for the downtown Undertow HQ.
Oh, thank goodness, now's my time to shine.
Aren't you
Okay.
dead too?
No, he's up. He made the arrest.
I got filled with a little bit of healing juice. I'm fine.
Most a little.
Yeah, once they
You're not fine.
once you guys reach it, Morlane pretty much the entire way is struggling. It takes him about like 15 minutes to finally stop and like to stop kicking and struggling. Once you guys get there, Leona takes him into the back. You see there's a couple other captains that you recognize from the the undertow that meet Leuna, who she seems very distinctly concerned right now with deferring to other people. She immediately makes sure that they track her coming in. She immediately makes sure that they take more lane, and you hear her insisting that there never be anybody alone with them. They take them into the back, as they do other undertow members come out. Medics come out, and they're going to treat you. I would like you, Desmond, unless you refuse treatment, I'd like you to regain 8 hit points.
Okay.
Again, as they come out and they give you the medical treatment that they can, and then you effectively can't be treated again by this, because it's basically by the feet. Yep. And you guys are now in, it's currently around 10-ish at night. You guys make it to the the downtown Undertow HQ. After some time, you see an entourage of Undertow members also enter, and with them is someone that you would recognize. You would recognize Desmond, because you would recognize the Undertow commander, the head of the entirety of it, the Silver Dragonkin. You finally get the picture.
What's loading?
It's loading.
You'll understand.
Oh, look at that big cheese! Oh my god!
Little whisker.
I love his whiskers. He's smoking! No! What's he doing? He's a terrible example.
You see the Silver
No,
Dragonkin
he's so
who has
cool,
this
his little
thick
Siggy.
brown fur-like hair extending back. No tail. I just feel like pointing that out just because I guess it's a thing to say. No tail. You see them wandering in with an entourage of other Undertow members who you see with them. You see Old Man McTraw being brought in. Being aided, and you also see the man that had been the captive in the metal helmet stumbling with each of his arms around a different Undertow member being taken in, and you just hear him muttering as he's like, "So the building got a lot bigger than I remember it being. God, you're gonna put me back in there. No, this is some sort of silly trick." As their head bobs up and down as they're moved. As they come in, this 7-foot-tall dragonkin individual looks over towards the two of you, Desmond, and Lawrence, tiny young Mr. Laurie. You see them take out a cigarette, and you see them take out a small stone. They clack it against another stone, producing a very small flame that appears on their fingertip, which they raise to light the cigarette. As they walk over towards the two of you, Desmond?
Oh, my tiny child lungs. Oh, jeez.
Don't mind that, Commander.
Oh, the secondhand smoke. It's killing me. Commander.
Their eyes lock onto Lawrence during this, just unmovingly as they stare at you as you make a whole production out of this. Are you done?
Give me 1 second. 1 second. Oh, my lungs. Oh, I'm never gonna recover from. Okay, yeah, I'm done. What's going on, Captain?
Commander.
Commander. I'm still learning the ranks.
I understand that you're the man to ask about what's happened here.
Yeah, I'm one of the best sources, I guess. What would you like to know, Commander?
They reach over, they grab a large wooden chair, they turn it, and they sit on it so they can be across from you guys. First of all, do you need anything?
I'm fine.
How about you,
not
young
fine.
Lawrence?
He's not fine. He needs
Medical
healing
treatment,
real bad.
a
Yeah,
book
we
to
both
read.
We both need medical treatment. What books you got?
An apple.
I mean, I'd like an apple. That's really nice of you, Commander.
They breathe a cloud of smoke right in your direction. Just
Actual cops.
from the limited amount of information that I have, I understand that the recent issues with Conglo may have come down to subterfuge on behalf of Morlane. Moreover, I have come to understand that there was someone running around impersonating Leuna. That old man McTraw was held for a long time, his estate used as a base for a hostile organization that has been in our midst for some time, and that they took a captive who has been made enfeebled by the helmet that he's wearing, and that the only person at the center of all of this who has proven that they are not on their side and may not be under their sway, is you and the team that was recently sent with you down to the Hollow Yard. Is that correct?
That's about as good a summary as I could give you, sir, yes.
Yeah, sounds about right, yeah.
In that case, he takes another very deep breath from the cigarette.
Oh, that's gonna get you. It's gonna shorten your lifespan, sir. We just want you to be around.
They breathe a cloud of smoke on you again.
You're gonna shorten my lifespan, sir.
In that case, I'm going to need you to tell me everything you know. Give me all the information you have, and we're going to move forward from there.
That sounds good. It'll take a while. If we can have someone get the kid situated, we can find a place private and I'll give you everything
What can't I be part of the meeting? Like, I'm learning and I was there.
It's late, kid. You need sleep.
You need sleep.
Yeah, but,
You would, like, die, dude.
I've been through worse.
That's not better. It doesn't make you being all fucked up okay. Commander,
Anyways,
can we have this meeting? Could all of us have this meeting and then we can all get some rest?
What do you have to add? If you want to be present for this, you're not a member of the Undertow, from what I understand. Sure. Is there anything that you know that Desmond doesn't?
I mean, he was knocked out for a little bit of it, so maybe.
My primary concern right now is the trustworthiness of my own captains. To find out that a governor was acting against the others, and that one of the captains has someone impersonating them, to the point of, and please correct me if I got this wrong, the impersonator not only knew you, but knew how to talk to you well enough that they relieved you of duty for some time.
Correct. I found a brief moment to catch some of the communication between Morlane and whoever he's been working under. They told me to my face, really, that they thought they had dealt with me, so at least one of the minimal 3 leaders of this group has their hands within the Undertow.
And they knew you well enough to know you by name, knew your relationship with your captain, knew what you were doing, before Leuna ever actually returned to the pits from their recent excursion.
They likely were aware of us when we were sent originally to go after Conglo. I had to make any guesses, since they had anticipated our return.
They take out a very small container. They open it. They take from this very tiny clamshell-like container what seems to be a small mote of moisturizer, and they start spreading it on their hands.
See, now that's a healthy habit to have, sir. That's great.
Working late gives me dry scales.
And you're taking good care of yourself to counteract that. That's great.
My main
Self-care
concern
is
right
so
now,
important.
Desmond, is the fact that we don't seem to be able to treat our own members with any kind of trust. We don't know how many more of them are within our ranks. All I know is that you and yours appear to be trustworthy. In such a case.
I'm trustworthy.
Sure. In such a case.
I'm one of his.
As we get to the bottom of whatever's happening, I'm likely going to be calling upon you again.
Yes, sir. I'll do anything that's asked of me.
We're going to check over these 2 that we brought in. We're going to make sure that they don't know anything. Once we get a good grasp of whether or not McTraw and this visitor are lying, we're going to send them over to Kyverium to make sure that they're okay. In the meantime, Morlane will not be getting any sleep tonight. We're going to find out what he knows.
It's the least he can do.
And whether or not you're involved in the ongoing case or not, I believe you're owed whatever information we find. For now, we're going to be relieving Leona of duty. I would have done this anyways, but she's opted into it. She's concerned that her image is being used.
Makes sense.
I agree. The timing just seemed quite specifically targeted at Leona.
If you receive any orders from any of the captains, and they do not come specifically from me, even if they have a seal from the governor, even if they claim that they are on my behalf, even if you get contacted with something that seems to be using my voice, I do not want you to accept that as an order unless you speak to me directly in person. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Sir?
Yes?
I have a question, and I'm not trying to like upset you or anything. How do we know we can trust the you that is you right now? Should we take this order? I just want to be clear.
It would be quite auspicious of an impersonator to walk into an Undertow HQ disguised as the commander.
Yeah.
It's not impossible, but
yeah, it's not
with
impossible.
the amount
I'm
of
just trying
people
not
with
to rule
eyes on
stuff
them,
out.
we would, within, let's say less than an hour, know that there was someone or something awry.
I suppose I could put it this way for you as well. If something was able to wield my rank and steal my image, I imagine they would have a lot more influence than would be implied by needing to disguise themselves as Leuna and remove Desmond from duty. If they were able to trick the entirety of the Undertow using my image, I imagine removing me and doing that would be the thing to do. That's my alarm.
Oh, it's time for bed,
You're a busy
Captain.
man, I understand.
Commander, it's time for you to go to bed.
But you're right, you should distrust me as well. I'm giving you relative autonomy in this. Consider this a personal ask. As a sign of goodwill. To show you that I can be trusted, that's why I'm going to give you any information that we get from any of these three that you brought in. If any of them happen to die during the night, then perhaps you should go on to be suspicious of me. Of course, any reassurances that I give you, I would likely only give you because if I was the imposter, I would know that I could subvert them. So anything that I say isn't worth much. Instead, if there's something I could do to put your mind at ease, please tell me. Otherwise, you're just gonna have to trust me.
No, but I do have an idea. Once we have some time alone, you'll just kind of look around at the relatively open space I imagine we're currently in. We could set up some sort of passphrase, something that other people wouldn't know. But at least if I'm even approached by a doppelganger, it's less than likely that they'll be able to use it.
Something nobody will ever think of. Cattywampus.
What?
Cattywampus?
Yeah.
Wombus?
Yeah.
What's
Say
a
none of
Cattywampus
y'all.
or Cattywampus?
Cattywampus.
Cattywampus?
It doesn't
Yeah.
make it clear.
Whatever, then you come up with a go word. I thought it was good.
What's a cattywampus?
Exactly.
Oh.
And that's the phrase
There
you say
is
back.
a mote of sense in what Lawrence is saying.
Yeah, there's a path that's
This-
just covered in weeds.
This buffoonery may be the right way to go.
You could have just left it at I was making sense. You didn't have to.
They breathe smoke on you.
You're right. I'm sorry, Commander. Salute.
In any case, you two should rest up. Come back in the morning, and I'll give you a full report. I'd also like you to, once they're healthy, have the go-over with the other two that are being sent to Kyverium. See what you can get from them. In the meantime, I'm going to have a little chat with our esteemed governor about the location of Conglo.
Yes, sir.
As he stands, you hear like
yes, sir.
you see him clenching one of his fists, and you hear just from that the cracking of bones.
Ooh. You okay?
Oh, it's not him you have to worry for.
Okay.
You can pop your knuckles by just clenching your fist.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I worry for his hands. They get dry, and he's using moisturizer, and he's cracking his knuckles down.
He turns with the heavy thuds of boots upon wood. He walks back towards where they took Richard, and you just hear, "Rest up."
Thank you, sir. Again, I think I missed it when you said it earlier, Logan. How tall is he?
Like 7 feet.
Damn! Damn! Fuck, he's towering over me. I really should shut the fuck up. Yeah.
He's Dragonkin.
That's why I want to double check. I think he's starting to warm to me. I think he's starting to like me.
I don't know that he's warm to anybody, but he's good at his job.
Yeah. You think that's for sure him? I think we can trust him?
I have no reason to believe it's not him right now.
Okay. Should we go rest, or should we meet back up with the others?
It's kind of same thing depending on where everybody is. We can pass by the estate and see if Pepper and Skarn and Lily are still there. And I can get you home, and then I'll get myself to bed.
You're like really messed up though.
I'm looking a little bit better than you right now, I think. There are enough bandages. Most of it goes away.
Okay, but like, you were like dead.
It's part of the job.
I don't like that that's part of the job. I'm like purposely saying this really quiet so no one else can like hear us.
Yeah, I don't think anyone likes it.
Okay, but like, I need you to be okay.
I'll do my best to stay up on my feet, kid. I'm not trying to die, if that's what you're worried about.
That's what I'm worried about.
Oh, well, I guarantee I'm doing my best not to. But if you want no risk, then I'm sorry, you're looking at the real wrong line of work.
I mean, I'm not expecting no risk. I just want you to be a little bit more careful.
I'll keep it in mind.
Who's gonna take care of me if something happens to you?
Probably Pepper.
I don't know, man.
No, they're kind of a softie. I feel like you can just bully them into doing whatever you want.
I mean, yeah, I could totally bully them, but like, I like Pepper, but I want you to be around. He's like looking at the ground, all like shy about it.
Nah, I'm not going anywhere, kid.
Okay.
Pepper. Pepper.
Is the mountain of a man gone?
Yeah, you
That
catch
big
you
old
catch up
slab
with
of
them.
marble.
You arrive here.
Just leans through the door of the HQ.
Is the big man gone?
Yeah, Pepper is just gonna peer in and, scan. Lock onto her people and scamper up to them. Hi, y'all. Desmond, you're looking less dead.
Pepper, that's so weird. We were just talking about you.
Why?
We think you're cool.
That's not what I said.
You said that she was cool. You said she was nice.
Fair call.
I did say
said
they
I
were nice.
And you said that I could bully her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Are the others still back at the estate?
No, they went on to the temple.
Oh.
I think.
Are they okay?
Well, Lilia same
was
as
messed
when you
up.
left.
Yeah.
But I think that timer on her patience just ended for that saloon guy. Say saloon. Saloon?
It's a saloon. Yeah, saloon.
That cryptic
Saloon.
motherfucker.
The fuck is a saloona? What a dumb word.
Not a place where people drink. I just call it a tavern like anyone else.
They didn't go to the fucking temple of the night god to
No.
talk to Saloona. What the fuck are you on about?
Stupid
Anyway.
pepper.
Anyway, I think her patience ran out with that cryptic motherfucker, so I'll walk them there and
To the
Yeah.
they're
temple?
doing them. I didn't, but that's what I'm telling
Oh,
them.
okay.
Okay.
You
Well,
walked him to the temple and just
if
left?
they're doing well, then that's fine.
Kept going.
Were you like not allowed in or something? What'd you do?
No, I thought it was more valuable to meet up with y'all.
Squints. Okay.
Did you do the thing? Did you make the arrest?
Technically, Leona did. But
We'll
yeah,
get there sometime.
he's, if I had to guess, about to be or presently being interrogated.
You hear a thump.
They take.
Oh yeah, he's being interrogated.
Oh, good. Whoa.
Huh?
The commander's
yeah.
trained in advanced interrogation techniques.
He's probably blowing all kinds of smoke in his face. That'll get him.
Yep, that's what he's doing.
Yeah.
They take Mr. Bucket in.
Yep, he's being treated. Him and old man McTraw.
Oh, good.
They're being taken to
guess
one of
he
the best
never-
doctors in the pits.
I guess he never made it to wherever he was headed.
From what I understood, they just kind of found him idling around. I don't think he quite knew exactly where he was going.
So, what's the plan? Are we?
I have orders to go to bed.
Yeah, we should rest up.
And you're following them. Yep, that sounds about right. Well, I'll have fun with that.
Do you have
You're
any
not-
reason not to sleep?
You just gonna say you're not gonna rest up? You don't want to come with us?
I mean, I can. I just figured
Desmond has
might
a
as well pop my
lovely
head in
place.
and
You're
saw
curious.
it earlier.
Nothing. You're curious.
I just wanted to check in on the doctor guy, see if he knew something about the.
Oh, don't do that. Don't do that.
Stop! You're standing in back, dude.
Oh,
Damn it,
God.
Lori!
Oh.
What are you both doing? I don't understand what's happening right now.
He's a sociopath. He's not yawning because you're yawning. I see you, Desmond. Get him!
He's the mole!
He's the mole! It'd be fucking devastating, dude. Don't. Fuck.
Oh, I
Okay, reality.
I could keep going for just a little bit longer. I gotta talk to that doctor feller.
Which one? There's lots of doctors. Southwester?
No, the one that you just talked about. The one that's treating
Yeah, Dr.
Tin-Tan.
Southwester.
Yeah, that one. I just need to poke my head in.
Oh,
Really?
sure, we might be getting him his way. He's, eccentric fella, I would describe him as.
Oh. Alright, sure. I can handle that this time
I
of
think the
night.
Southwester State's not far from mine. If I remember right. Or were they? Are they on the other side?
Alright. You lead the way.
So
Oh, never mind. They're in Lowtown. They're only a little bit away.
They're downtown.
They're downtown?
Downtown.
So their estate is in
I
Lowtown.
see,
The
but his
resting
clinic-
head clinic is in downtown.
Oh, perfect. It's on the way then. That's actually even better.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Convenient. That means it's a good idea. I'm good at this. Alright.
Sure, we'll walk you there, and then if you want to head back uptown afterwards, because I know that's where you're staying, you're welcome to. Otherwise, I got to get the kid home.
Yeah.
But
I
Gotta go check in on my mom. Make sure she's doing better.
All right.
You guys heading to the resting head clinic?
Yep.
Yes.
All right, you guys head out. So yeah, a bit ahead of you guys, the McTraw and the captive were both brought here, and then pretty readily during the interim when you were waiting, they were sent out a while ago to go to the resting head clinic. As you guys head out, you don't have to go far. You just head down a couple cliffs and go to the other side of the river in downtown. And as you do, you head to one of the larger buildings, the rather infamous in these parts Resting Head Clinic, run by the husband of one of the governors, Kyverium Southrester. As you head in, you find that the lights are on within the clinic, as they often are during the night. You walk in, there's actually no door to the front. It's just a large wooden archway to a fairly single-story but flat and long building. As you go in, there is a curtain pulled across the main door, which you would have to open. And as you enter, there's nobody in the front, in the reception area. But you do hear voices coming from deeper inside. You do see the flicker of candlelight illuminating one of the rooms that is down a hallway, and you do hear just a distant,
It's a bit odd for not understanding it. But, I mean, I could probably... Physically, he's fine. I'll do what I can.
Yeah, that's probably him. Start walking over that way.
Follow.
Yep.
As you
Following the
walk over and walk into the room, you see a couple of Undertow members leaving. They regard you on their way out, Desmond, as you walk into a room where both the captive, who has been stripped of the cloak that he was wearing and of his shirt to expose the still present manacles and now broken chains. It looks like they broke the chains off because they couldn't get them, so there's just lines of chain hanging from their wrists and from the metal collar around their neck. They appear to have been stripped down. And McTraw is currently sitting on a bed on the opposite side of the room with, between them, this relatively intrepid-looking young gnome. Well, not young at all. Elderly gnome, who has this full white beard that is cresting around the side of their face. They have a wild look to them. You see that they currently have some kind of magnification apparatus that looks like glasses, but with various lenses on them. The image I'm about to show you is gonna have a hat that he is not wearing, as you see. Kyverium Southwester!
Look at him!
As he appears to be fighting sort of with Old Man McTraw to cooperate. This is like,
Frankly, of the two of you, you're the one that's in the worst condition. I need you to get... I'm trying to help you, you silly old fool! Lay down!
as the Old Man McTraw sees you guys coming in, he's like,
I don't understand.
he grumbles and falls back. Kyverium looks over towards the door.
Oh, hello. Yes. May I help you? Let's see. Have we? I don't think I've. Child, I definitely haven't seen you. And you are. You're an Undertow member. There was something wrong? I thought I excused you, Undertow officers.
Sorry, I'm off duty. I'm just on my way out, but I have a key witness and assistant to the investigation who wanted to ask you some questions, Dr. Southwester.
I mean, I've only had the patience for the better part of half an hour at this point, but there's a few things I've discovered. Sure, hit me. Kyverium Southwester, the most accomplished doctor this side of Sermon Way, and the other side too, if you ask the right people. At your service. How may I help you on this fine near midnight that we find ourselves at?
Oh my god, he is eccentric. Wow. Sure. I'll
"Oh,
shoot.
it's you."
Hi.
He looks, even for a gnome, looks down. "Hello."
Wow. That's crazy.
Hi there. All right. Pepper, spell slinger. Right. Does McTry know who this feller is yet?
He does seem to be having a bit of trouble. This young man, as he regards the captive, cannot seem to produce any information that is worth producing. If I ask him his name, buddy, what's your name? And the guy, the captive, just kind of flings arms up, and he's like, the air is so. Yeah, he just trails off.
Yeah,
gonna call him.
He's loving that air.
We're going to call him John for now. And no, the
John!
McTraw here, despite having engaged in a business deal with John, does not seem to have any recollection as to his name. What was your story? If I could get it straight, McTraw, and don't talk, I'll talk for you. You said to me, this man came to you, wanted to find a way to get down into the underground, and to find a place. You took payment, you both went, and then you got captured, and now you can't remember his name. That's weird, McTraw. That's a strange thing. He waggles his finger at him. Is any of it wrong? McTraw shakes his head. Yeah, that's where they are.
All right. I mean that. Oh. I have a vested interest in this gentleman, this John feller.
Calling him John.
Yes, John. That's a much more reasonable
interest
name
in
than
John?
what I was going in with. Well, I mean, why would they do this to him for one, and for two? Listen, I respect your medical prowess. Please do not remove that damn thing on his head without.
Oh, it's what's causing
contacting me and having
it's
me-
enfeebling his brain. Yes, absolutely. I figured that out.
Yeah. All right, we're on
No.
the same page. For
There's
that.
2 little holes on the
Alright.
back of it. Appears to be keys, and I've seen something kind of like it before. Well, I've read about it anyways. No, I fear that even if we were to remove it, which I don't think we'd be able to, it is magically reinforced. I believe he would remain in this state unless something cured him, to which we'll need the assistance of those who are better suited to removing it. If we cannot find the keys, which not my job, we will be needing the assistance of the Academy.
Awesome. Wow.
Yeah, luckily, I was planning on taking a trip out of town, not terribly long from now. I have a client far away who wanted to share some notes with regarding a case, something I've been looking into. Something that may benefit you, McTraw! He kind of slaps his leg, and McTraw's like, can't remember your part's name. What's wrong with your head? I'm gonna get to the bottom of it, you weirdo. Anyways, I had a business partner that I was going to speak with, and while I'm in one of the largest cities on my way, I'm going to request the Academy send a troop over here so that they could assist with the removal of this helmet. Why have we gone quiet?
No,
I mean,
think
it's
that
a good plan.
I was just taking in the excitement of having. I have further questions for you.
That wasn't a
These
complete sentence.
burns.
Sorry, say again.
Are these burns on the victim's arms? Are they arcane?
So, they are another sort of implement. They are connected to the same kind of arcane system as the helmet, though they appear to have been sort of grafted in. They're a torture device rather than a restraining device. If he attempts to escape or put too much pressure too close to these metallic bands, they superheat and they burn the flesh. They can also be heated with a command word, which I will not be attempting to find. They were used as a method, it seems, to torture this poor young John.
Kind of stupid of them to make his brain dumb and then ask him questions.
Well, it may be that they got what they needed from him and then put it on him afterwards. Or maybe if they were questioning him, maybe they would take it on and off. Who knows? I don't know. I'm not a torturer. Do I look like the kind of guy that would
makes
torture
sense.
someone? There's a grunt from beside him and then a slap on McTraw's like, be quiet and rest, McTraw!
No, sir,
Foolish
you
old
don't.
man.
Well, that just accounts everything I was looking into. All right.
Eddie, is there anything
I
else I
was
can
able
help
to
with?
get
Are you all doing all right? Yeah, actually, you've been exposed to this man. Yes, you're the ones. You're awful inquisitive. Are you the ones that retrieved these two?
Yes, sir. That would be us.
I see. I would be careful if I were you. I believe that McTraw may have contracted an airborne illness, one that those who have been going down into the caves have been showing a bit. Something that is making their memory a tad bit fuzzy. I've been trying to get to the bottom of it. It's been more prominent over the last few months than it ever has been before. I'm actually the business partner I'm going to meet up with. They're going to be presenting me with some reading material on a similar case from a long time ago. Just be careful if you're around McTraw. Make sure that you social distance. Keep your distance from him. And if you go down into the caves, my recommendation is I believe there is a dark miasma that is carrying this. If you see it, steer clear. I do not wish to add you to my list of clients.
Yes, sir. We'll try and keep out of your way. So you're saying McTraw might be particularly contagious?
Might be. I'm not entirely sure how this transfers. We've had some other people in the building who have caught this, and they all seem relatively okay. At the same time, though, it doesn't seem to go away on its own. I'm trying to find a cure for it. And if I do manage to, I'll be sure to pass that information along to the Undertow and to the BBTA as soon as I can. I'm sure it can't be that difficult.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll have it in no time. You're the best we got, right?
I am.
The other people who got it, are they okay?
Sorry, late night. Well, in a sense, they're okay. This particular illness that they come down with, it appears to cause a certain stunting of their ability to process information, such as the short-term memory is affected, as you can see with McTraw being unable to understand the specifics of his partner here. Beyond that, the symptoms seem to mostly include delirium, and if it goes on for long enough, people seem to. It's relatively close to a form of dementia. But we've been administering, with the help of the temple of Karagash's sanctuary, we have been administering some magic at great cost to the clinic itself, as we're trying to research a cure. We have been administering certain magical means of restoration that do seem to be pulling back the advancement of the illness. And in a couple of cases, we managed to bring them over there and through magical means cure them. It seems if you get it early enough, it's relatively simple to cure. But once it sets in, it's acting oddly. I'm this close to issuing an order to the BBTA, a recommendation that no one go down below a certain level in the pits, because whatever this is, it's coming from down there. Sorry, not the pits, the tunnels.
Yeah, the tunnels, yeah. So it's mostly just like the delirium? There isn't any like fatigue and like other sick symptoms?
Some have contracted other things on the side of it. The disease does seem to also impact the existing immune system of the individual. And there have been cases that unfortunately, there are a couple people who have caught this who did pass away from complications. One injured themselves. They flew into a confused rage. They were asking where their father was, a father who had passed away a couple of decades before. They were asking where they were, and when they couldn't see them, unfortunately, they caused themselves injury that led to their passing. I did also notice those that are in the particularly advanced stages. They do seem to also have certain signs of their body working very hard to fight against whatever it is they've been infected with, and it can present with flu-like symptoms and exhaustion. Also, those that have been brought in, many of them had been forgetting to eat or care for themselves, which led to similar symptoms, exhaustion, and such. Why? Do you know of somebody else that needs assistance?
I'm just worried that if it's gonna like spread through the station, like we can't have the undertow being fatigued or anything.
Well, I understand. The Kyverium walks over to you and puts a hand on your shoulder. I understand your concern, and you're right. This is a particularly worrisome disease. However, that is why, at great expense to my clinic, I am doing everything within my power to try to solve it, and why I'm bringing in outside experts who have knowledge on cases similar to this one from a long time past. And I'm confident that with the information we gather, we will be able to put a pin in this, and we'll be able to return everyone to the lives they had before. In the meantime, it is paramount that the citizens of the pits be prudent. And if they feel under the weather, they turn themselves into the clinic so that we can make sure that they are in pristine health.
Yeah. You're a good man, Kyverium.
I'm more than a good man. I'm a talented one.
Yes, true.
And it is for that reason that I know I'm going to solve this.
I would appreciate your time. We won't take any more of it.
As I'm to leave fairly soon, within the next few days, I'll be heading out on my trip, and I can't imagine I'll be back for several weeks. If you need anything, my wife will be standing in for me, as well as my children will be standing in to run the clinic. If you have any further questions, I will instruct them to keep detailed journals of everything that has happened. And of course, if you need access to Old Man McTraw or John, then please come back here, though I feel that the Undertow will probably be relocating John at some point, so that's on you.
Yes, it's likely. All right, thank you for your time.
Thank you, and thank you for your service.
Give him a
You too.
half nod.
Salute.
He returns to inspecting Old Man McTraw. It's fine. We know it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
No, it's fine. Dude, Lori's like
You
so
are
close
hurting
to
me.
crying. Lori's so close to crying and is like stopping himself because Pepper's there.
Fucking Anna and Justice just in the background, like, why? What's going
Yeah,
on?
what's upsetting? Why y'all sad?
Why is this
Yeah.
What is going on? Why are you sad?
You ever feel like we're just missing an important component of everything that's going on?
Yeah, usually.
Okay, I'm not the only one. That's good. You know, at least we have each other.
Damn.
What would you
I
guys
don't know what's going on.
do you guys intend to head out and go to sleep for the night?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there anything special about what you're doing on your way back to your individual homes?
No.
If I'm able to have a moment alone with Desmond, that would be sick.
If we're
Pepper.
splitting up, we'd have to walk opposite directions.
Yeah.
So, did you guys say you were gonna walk Pepper back to their place and then go back to your places, or are you splitting up with Pepper here?
You can do that. Depends on what Pepper wants to do.
What do you want to do, Pepper?
Sounds like we're all looking for
I'll
sleep.
be alright. Didn't take you first attack to worry about. Hello, me. I can handle myself.
Oh yeah, I've seen that already. All right, well, I'll see you tomorrow. I'll go check on the others once I get up, and maybe we'll pop up to your place, get some sunshine.
They're at the temple.
As you
right?
guys are
That's what
leaving,
you said?
as you guys are leaving the room and heading back down the hallway, Lawrence,
Yeah, man.
you hear from behind you just a distant,
I told you to stay it!
and then you feel a sudden grip on your arm as you are turned back towards the rooms you just left. As you do, you see one hand on the wall, the metallic face of John, as he is bracing himself, somehow having stumbled past Kyverium towards you, grabs your arm and pulls you around, and just very quietly, with clarity. If you're going to go down, find my book. Understand?
What?
Find it.
What book?
Find, because I've just been so bored. And then he lets go of your hand and flops into the air. I have nothing to pass the time. And as he stumbles back and gets pulled by Kyverium. Sorry about that. He's not all there.
Yeah, it's okay. Maybe give him a book or something. He seems bored. I don't know.
So Pepe.
I'm trying to like act all brave, but he's clearly shaken.
So Pepe, do you head home on your own?
Yeah, I'd probably like say my goodbyes, give Lawrence a firm pat on the back. Like I have to reach and be like, pat, pat.
Huh.
Night, y'all. And then I take off.
First of all,
Bye, Pepper. Be safe.
And also with you.
As you guys head out, Pepper, you head back up to the Bobcat. Desmond, you eventually find your way back to your house and you settle in painfully. And Lawrence... Oh, sorry, you guys wanted a moment on your own.
I'd be walking him home
Yeah.
anyway since his house is on the
I
way.
don't want to rush you past that. Go ahead.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't say anything until we get to my house. I'd just be sad and quiet.
You haven't been feeling sick, right?
No. I've mostly just been feeling weird, sad.
Weird, huh? Oh, I mean, sad. That makes sense.
Yeah.
You check their temperature.
I'm okay. I'm not sick.
Yeah, and can only make sure, right?
Desmond, the thing that happened to that guy happened to my mom.
Looks like it, doesn't it? Do you want to stay here tonight? You can come to my place.
You sure?
Yeah. I can take the couch. Got a nice bed. I mean, it gets the job done.
No, I can take the couch. It's okay. I don't want to take your bed from you. You got hurt.
That's fine. I slept in a cot for I don't know how many years.
You keep saying that, and it's not fine.
The lifestyle. You get used to it, kid.
You're good at taking care of other people, but you gotta get better at taking care of yourself.
I think I'm doing all right.
I don't know. You got hurt really bad, and this is a lot. You got hurt really bad, and my mom isn't here anymore, and someone did something to her body, and I don't... Desmond, I don't know what I'm doing, man.
You and me both, kid. We're gonna find out what happened, all right? We'll figure it out. We got the son of a bitch. Now we got at least 3 more. We have a trail. We have things to look for. And we should get some more tomorrow once we get back to the HQ.
I feel so useless. Like I couldn't help my mom get better. And I couldn't even stop someone from taking her.
Kid, if Kyverium couldn't help those people, there's no way you could have helped those people. If she had what they had, then there was nothing anyone could have done. We don't even know what it is.
Maybe if I hadn't listened to her and I hadn't kept it a secret and told somebody, maybe she would have got better.
You can't think about it like that, though. There's a lot of maybes. There's a lot of what ifs, and those will get you. Those will.
Febrian said that some people that they got early enough got better.
Yeah, and no one can
They
expect a
should've told
10-year-old.
somebody.
No one can expect a 10-year-old to figure out exactly what to do all the time.
I was the man at the house and he should have looked out for her.
From the sounds of it, she was a tough one.
Yeah, but everybody needs taking care of sometimes.
I suppose you're right about that. Doesn't mean it's something that they have to make you do. You still have time to be a kid, right? The fact that you're even doing this is kind of bullshit as far as I'm concerned.
They can't just sit back and do nothing. And I mean,
I agree.
Without her and without you, I don't really have anybody or anything else to do. So, you know.
I'll figure something out.
Okay.
Take them to my place and I'll make them some food before bed.
All right, Lolo. You head to Desmond's place. And you guys settle in for the night. And with that, as we pass 3 hours, I think we're gonna end this very talky game on the procession to the next morning. What are you laughing about?
It's Braden being like,
I don't want it to end.
As we're gonna stop for today, before we get into whatever the next leg of stuff the next day is. As we end on an image unseen by any of our players or characters, well, by our characters, of Lawrence's house, of the door to Lawrence's house, as we pan in from a wide shot to it, to a close shot, and we see at the door a small bag has been left in front of it. One that seems to contain a new set of clothes in Lawrence's size, some food, some basic food, and a small box. Appears to have been left inconspicuously at the Valorant household. And we're gonna stop there. That's where we're gonna stop. The game's gonna end right there. And people are gonna tell us what their favorite thing to do on their phone is in the comments, but we're gonna stop right there. That's where the game's gonna stop. I'm gonna hit this button that makes credits go brrrr.
credits go brrrr.
I'm in pain.
Hey.
Well, what's the matter?
Damn you, carrying your good performances looking at.
Thanks, man.
Oh, don't do that right.
Stabbing me through the heart.
What do you mean the little shit kid's all sad and it's all for show? What? That's crazy. That's crazy. Fucking chat.
Stay out of the chat, you.
We finished game.
Elbow
We'll have a
drop.
look at chat once we're done.
Bah!
Yeah.
What's in the box? What's
Ultimate
in the
move.
box?
Bah! Elbow drop. Bah!
Lori's dad left clothes. Man, Quinn traveled far. That's crazy.
Kitty, where the
old Marines.
fuck are we?
I have no idea.
What the? Sometimes these benders get a little bit out of hand, I think.
Last thing I remembered, we were in a swamp.
Uh-oh.
Oh, what a good time.
Oh.
Kitty! Kitty, we've been taken to a world without the sun! Where's the sun, Kitty?
So much happened.
Oh no, Quinn would hate it.
It's true. He would not
Y'all
like
left
it here.
me on my own.
What? You're fine.
I mean, you got your weird cat.
Yeah, you got your weird cat.
For the sake of mechanics, Pepper, should I just leave that armor on you and like when you're adventuring doing stuff, did you have it on? Keep in mind that you can, you know, make it look like not it.
Right. Am I the only person in the party who can wear studded armor?
No, I'm pretty sure everybody can, but you're the one that has it.
Me.
That is a fair point. I think I should wear it for
All right,
the time of now.
I'm gonna leave it on you. I'll leave it on you, by the way, to tell me if you ever try to solve the puzzle box or anything. Cool, it's on you.
Yeah.
Your armor's done.
You gave me a Rubik's Cube.
I did. I gave you a Rubik's
fucking
Cube.
sick. Oh, there's so much. Is this how Hayden feels? Writing their notes. I have one page just called the Tin Can Man page.
The Tin Can Man, John.
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 He's a John Doe. They don't know who he is.
True. I had to stop myself from saying John Doe
Fucking in a
first,
fantasy
'cause
world,
I
it's
knew
like
you'd be like,
a
where did you
Jonathas
get that
Dawn.
from? Jaundice Domina.
Jaundice Domina is a different experience than what we're doing, I think.
Why are we all so
A
yellow?
yellower world.
So that's gonna be today. People at home, we're gonna take off. Join us again next week for more of the same. More of the next day as we find out what our little guys here are gonna do.
Little guys.
Our little guys and our one big guy.
Everybody say goodbye to you two.
Bye, you
Adios.
two.
Oh, glad everybody be loved.
Buenos
Mwah!
noches.